You know what's crazy? Like, even before you had messaged me on Facebook or whatever, like, I had been thinking about you and thinking about the sex that we had. And I remember how you looked at me when we were in missionary. And, excuse me, when you were like, when you were like growling in my ear or something. You, you are dangerous.
I wanted to call you really quick just to see if I could hear your voice before you went to sleep. But no, it's okay. Sweet dreams. I hope you have a good night. And I really, really hope, I say this like so genuinely, I really hope at some point I can actually fall asleep with you soon. I mean that because like something like that means a lot to me and I want to do that with you. So, have a good night, sleep good, and I will talk to you in the morning. Is that you? Bottom line, I think, is that I just really want to build something with you. And it scares me how badly I want to do that so soon and like so deeply, because I think about you all the time. I always want you around. I always want to be touching you. So yeah, I just don't. I'm scared of that in the best way and in the worst way. Also, I want to say again that, and I wrote this in a text for you a while ago, that I'm willing to wait. You know, I just want to put that out there again. I'm willing to wait, because it's definitely worth that to me. So, I guess I hope you are too. And if not, you know, let me know, but I'm definitely willing to wait. And I say that because it's crazy. Like, I want you all the time. Like, I can't make that up all the time. Whether it's physically, mentally, any other way, like, I'm always thinking about you. So, I know I keep reiterating maybe the same thing again, but I just want to make it clear. Something with you. So, I'm here trying. I really am. Trying to make
Wow, you are very motivational and very inspirational. Thank you so much for your kind words. You sound very good saying that, but the words in themselves, I needed to hear that, so thank you. It's been a couple of rough days for me. I'm just feeling a little bit overwhelmed with a lot of the work that I have to do, a lot of schoolwork that I have to do, a lot of major projects coming up, so I needed to hear exactly what you said. I'm gonna have a good day today, and I would love to share my day with you later on as well. I hope you have an amazing day, a day as amazing as you.
Okay, well, you were the first person I was actually surprised about with the conversation. Usually it's like, hey sexy, hey gorgeous, what you doing, things like that, and I just don't reply. And that's okay for me not to reply because I don't want to. And two, I sound like such a bitch. Two, what else did you say? Let me think. Oh yeah, thanks. No more, now I don't have to do 2 pictures, only just 1 little video, so that's good. And then, yeah. Oh, and then your text said you're good at massages. Yeah. That, I mean, I got a little place I go to for now, so that's good. So, I'm good on that part for now.
life on display. Decode the mindset, see the rules we lay. From the dean's finesse to zagging spitfire, 1950 brings heat to set the bar higher. Respect the game, this is school for the grown. Don't just watch, better learn and to own. We're the architects, game tight like glue. And we're coming for the crown, so what you gonna do? Old school players with the game locked down. Mr. 1950 got the crown in the town. Kerry K zagging, yo, breaking it profound. Steve the Dean Williams with the realest sound.
So, oh wait, I'm sorry. Oh wait, I'm sorry. Wrong button.
When I put it in your mouth, you drink it all.
Oops, I hit the wrong button. My bad, dog. Shit, I'm sorry. It's supposed to be like light shit, right? Supposed to be light.
It's supposed to be a little more mellow.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, a little more mellow. There you go.
Yeah. We mellow. So Kevin's gonna be here, everybody. Kevin's gonna be here in a little while. Just let everybody know he's coming. He's coming. Want to let y'all know he is coming in. So he's gonna be a little bit. He got some things he got to do. Business got to be taken care of. Got to get y'all guys out here. Danny P. Shout out to Danny P in the building. What's up, Danny P? Respect to you, Danny P. Appreciate you, big dog. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate you. Hey, how's everybody doing out there, guys? Welcome to the show, man. Appreciate y'all. We're gonna be talking about on OG Reacts. We'll be talking about the leader of the house, and then we're also gonna be talking about this big issue of body count. And we're gonna go over a little bit of Zag, and Fifth's gonna come in and go over a little bit, but it's disgusting.
Well, hey Cutie Pie, how you doing? Alexander Jackson, was good, fam? All y'all in the chat, what's up with all of y'all? Hey, look, I want to issue a challenge to any man or woman for that matter. I want one of y'all to call up, and I want y'all to logically and calmly explain why body count matters.
Well,
logically and calmly. Now, I don't want to hear no emotion. I don't want to hear no pseudoscience. I want to hear from your point of view, your perspective, not what Google says, not what this article or what research says, what you say. Go ahead.
Well, with Zach, you gotta to have a better understanding of what's happening today. Well, let me turn the music down while we talking, guys. You turn that joint down. Guys, again, the lines are open. Let me make sure the lines are open, guys. I'm gonna turn this down. Guys, if you have a question, gentlemen, please put a Q. Lines are open. But yeah, Zach, so there's a huger problem. I just want to see something. There's a bigger problem than a lot of people. I think a lot of people miss, Zag. A lot of people miss when it comes to what's going on in the game and everything, dog. Is that a lot of these guys out of here don't realize the importance of the game and how easily the mind can be manipulated, Zag. You know what I mean?
Yes,
and so many of these guys out here are so hooked into what people train them to believe versus what they live.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes makes them feel that they're more connected because a lot of people feel they need to be connected to something. But we have a call. Let's grab it. Oh, yeah, it's cool. Area code 585, sir. What's your name? What's your question?
Zeke, man, what's up?
Can you please get off your speakerphone and speak up because we can't hear you?
Make it better?
Hello.
Make it better?
No, we cannot hear you better. You sound worse. Go back to where you were at before. Yeah, you got to come close to your phone. You sound. We can't. Nobody can hear you, so that's why we're asking you to come closer to your phone or something. You're not sounding. We can't hear you.
Nah, your phone is fucked up. We can't hear you.
We can't.
Bro, just call back.
Okay, wait. Let me hear. Wait, say something, sir.
Mic check 1 2 1 2.
Okay, now you sound better. All right, what's your question, buddy? What's up?
So you said body count doesn't matter, right?
Well, no, you say it does. I figure you're calling because you say it does matter, big guy.
Of course.
Okay,
Of course.
and how old are you, buddy?
27.
Okay, you're 27. All right, so tell us why it matters so much, sir.
So it matters because when you lay down with a woman who hasn't been touched by many men, she's able to pair bond to you better.
Okay. Hold on. Where did you learn pair bond from? Where did you learn that from?
Where did you learn the word pair bond from?
Because it's bullshit. But where did you learn that from?
Who taught you the word pair bond? Because that's a made up content and manosphere word. Where did you get that from, buddy? Sir, we can't hear you. Wait, sir, hello. We cannot hear your phone.
Okay. So what?
We can't hear him.
So caller, go ahead and speak until we can hear you.
Yeah,
but I'm gonna go ahead and debunk all that pair bonding nonsense right now.
Yeah, we can't hear you. Hello, one last time. Are you there, sir? Hello. We cannot hear you. Okay, buddy. There's something with your phone where you're sounding far away. It's broke. We can kind of hear you. Got to talk into your phone. Are you on your speakerphone or something?
I'm trying to. I know. I'm trying to.
Okay. Are you trying? Are you got your headset or are you on your speaker?
No. The phone's to my ear.
Okay. Can you get? Okay, sir.
Do you have earbuds in or anything like that? Bluetooth, anything like that?
No, I don't use earbuds. No.
Okay. Why is you? Okay. Are you okay? Okay. We're trying. Okay. We're not being. We're trying to have a conversation with you, but your phone is so messed up. You sound. We can't really. It's not just us. It's people listening because we want people to hear what you have to say. But
I know. Can you hear me?
Okay. We kind of hear you now. Okay. Now listen. What we want to do with you, big guys, is we want to talk. Zach has something to say, and we want you to say something. But can you let him? Y'all, we're gonna have dialogue here. Okay, big dog. You can still hear us, right?
I can hear you well. Yeah.
All right, Zach, say something.
Yeah. What's up?
All right, can you hear him?
I can hear it. Can you hear me?
Yes, we all can hear you. Okay, but Zach, what was you saying about pair bonding, Zach?
Okay, so if you look up the original origin of the word pair bond or pair bonding, it was coined in the 1940s by biologists. What they did was they had some prairie voles, which are like rodents. They had some birds and some other species of animals. They had them in a lab-controlled or controlled lab environment where they basically put mating pairs together. So they allow these species to mate. Then they observe them.
Damn, Zach.
The term pair bonding was coined in the 1940s. It has nothing to do with human beings at all. And if you look up the original, hold on, I'm gonna let you get to it. The original definition, what it says is a strong affinity between a mating pair that can sometimes lead to what's the word I'm looking for? Bringing children into the world. Right? That's what it is. Pair bond has nothing to do with sex. It has everything to do with, can this mating pair, if they have offspring together, can they bond to take care of those offspring? So even if you have a mother and father that divorced, but they have a great working relationship with the kids, guess what they did? Successfully pair bonded. It has nothing to do with sex. Go ahead.
All right, so caller, what say you on that so we can hear you?
You hear me now?
Yeah. Did you hear what he said?
It was a bunch of bullshit, but I heard what he said.
Okay, but sir, wait. You're
No,
saying
no, look it up.
no, but sir. If he's explaining the history of something, how is it bullshit if he's explaining the history of it? How is that bullshit?
It's not about what history is about what's right now.
Okay, well, are you saying right now? Well, let me ask you a question. Can you? Okay, you say you're 27 years old. So when you see a woman, what is the first thing that crosses your mind? I want to smash her, or how many dicks has she had? What crosses your mind?
That's a good question.
No, well, sir, you're 27 years old. It's a simple answer. You don't need to lie. It's you. Come on, let's be honest.
No.
Let's be honest.
That's a good question, though. I'm about to answer. Right?
Okay, what's your answer?
My answer is it depends on what she's wearing. Okay,
okay.
It depends on what she's wearing. That's how I'm gonna come at her.
Okay.
What she wearing?
Okay, sir. I understand that, but what I'm saying to you is that you don't care about who she's been with. You only care about her. Okay, sir. Okay, listen to me. What I'm saying is, I'm saying a woman that looks aesthetically pleasing to you, okay, that's dressed professional, not slutty. Are you looking at how many dicks that she's had, or you're saying that she looks like the kind of woman that I'm interested in sexually?
Well, okay.
Yes.
There's your point there.
Well, no, I'm just asking. Just have dialogue. I'm just asking a simple question because I'm gonna make a point here.
No, you make a point, but I'm gonna decide on two factors.
But what are the factors? What are the two factors? What are the two factors?
Okay, so off the bat, right? I've seen this whole world. I fasted, I've done all that shit. I've disciplined my body. I sexual discipline, all that shit. I've seen it.
But
so off the bat, I'm not gonna ask for a body count. I'm gonna already know her body count by how she's moving.
Okay, sir. Sir, how are you going to know? Is there a meter number on her body? Well, how are you going to know, big guy? You can't be serious here.
I can feel it.
Okay, sir. We're gonna go ahead and all right, sir. We can't have trolls on here. So you have a good day, sir. But there's no such thing as feeling. We appreciate you, sir. Thank you very much. Come on, man. We are we serious? Are we trying to say we can feel how many people somebody's Zach, this is they're okay. So the problem, Zach, has nothing to do with the body count, but we can get in that later with Fifth. The problem has everything to do with them getting turned down by a woman. Has nothing to do with the woman whatsoever. Because they don't care. They don't care about her body count if she's giving up the ass to him, Zach.
Steve, I'm gonna send you something real quick. No, they don't care. And guys are out here with their tender dicks. They hitting these chicks raw. They falling in love within a month.
Oh, so, yeah, quickly. A lot of these guys. Yeah.
Publicly, they try and act like they care. They try and act like they got standards. But these little peon niggas ain't got no standards. They only do that shit publicly. But privately, if the chick is bad enough, man, these little niggas falling in love and they cuffing these chicks. Regardless. All right.
Well, yeah, so go to that. All right, so guys, we won't get into the beginning thing of leadership, guys, but if you guys, we ask all you guys out there if you want to chime in on that, because we're going to be talking about that in this 3-hour show that we have for you guys out here. But I want to play this because Fifth wants to get on this right here, but I want to start this off with this because, Zach, it's a question, and this is all about leadership and manhood. Now, I want you to watch this. We're going to pause this, Zach, because this is crazy, and I want to get your take on this. All right, this is huge, man. This is like,
Hey, Steve, I sent you something, but we can get to it later. I just want to show people something, the difference between regurgitating shit and knowing what you're talking about. But
okay, I'll grab that. But yeah, okay, let's get into this. Guys got a question. Lines are open, gentlemen. You can ask any question you want, gentlemen. That deals with the game and stuff like that, guys. All right, so let's get into this real quick. Check this out, Zach. Oh my fucking God. Wait, not this one. Let's add this one. Here we go.
I say to my girl, listen, coming home at 5 o'clock is not going to work for me. So the latest, she might ask me, okay, well, what is a respectable time? That's the only conversation. But it's not going to be, no, it's not. No, it's not what she said. What she said is, I won't come home at 5, but I'll come home at 4. And that's not.
That seems a little spiteful.
Okay. And exactly.
Did you pause it? Okay.
Oh my God.
Look, let me tell you something.
Mercy.
Steve, I have never had that problem in my life. I've never had. So, to me, because he didn't say, I'm assuming, because he said, my girl is coming home at a certain time, I'm assuming that they live together, that they are cohabitating. Steve, I have never had a problem with a chick coming in at 3, 4, 5 in the morning. I've never had them type of conversations. I ain't never had them issues.
Zach, what's weird to me is I never had. Okay, Zach, you know how we are. My problem is, I was talking to somebody this early today. Is what I do is I tell them, you can get from up under me. Go out with your girlfriends, right? Zach, watch this.
Yeah.
Go out with your girlfriends, and they don't want to go. And if they go, all they doing is thinking about trying to get back to me. And they listen, Zach. I've never ever seen anybody that wants to stay out that late when they're with a real man. I've never ever had anybody. We don't even have
the best time they can have is at home with this nigga. That's at home.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and it's pretty weird. But what I want you to see in this, Zach, and this is important. Yeah. His woman that he's having a problem with is he. Now look at it. Look at the. I want you to, and we want y'all to watch this. Now look what he's saying. Zach, this ain't no when you think. This is what it's going to be. Because Zach, if you're the guy, she's going to respect you.
Yeah.
And if you're the guy, she's not coming in at 5. But check this out.
Well, let me say this. Hold on real quick, Steve. Let me say this. What bothers me about these co-ed podcasts,
yes,
is they are having discussions I don't see how men could ever be having. Like
we don't have these discussions at
bro,
all.
It boggles my mind that men talk about some of the shit they talk about. But go ahead.
But no, it should boggle your mind more that they're going through it.
It's head scratching to me, bro. It really is.
Because this guy has, if y'all know that guy, this guy has Instagram videos of him talking like he has game, but. Look at how he's acting. Look, watch this.
Not a little. That is spiteful. That is spiteful.
And
you see,
real quick, the one in the white is his girl. I think it's ex-girl, but that's where the argument comes from. Okay.
All right.
I said, watch how she.
Oh, wait a minute. So they're talking about their past shit. Oh man, this is some sucker shit. Oh my God. Go ahead, man.
Here we go, my brother. Here we go.
Hold on. And what I'm saying is that's not the reality. A lot of times what happens is a man or woman feels shamed to even say what they're going to do or what they want out this relationship, right? So now if I say, hey, if I'm scared to say...
Can you pause me? Wait, did he say if I'm scared? No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He did not utter those words. No, Steve.
He's talking about shame. Yeah.
He didn't say if I'm scared. I know... A woman could never make me be ashamed of being me, bro.
Ever at all. Ever. And I'm with
and Steve, even if she thinks I'm the meanest asshole in the world, she's gonna know he was being the meanest asshole being real though.
Yes. Yes. And we go. Okay, here we go. Hold on 1 second. Guys, if y'all have a question, please put a Q. Sir. You have a minute to call in. We're going to kick you out. I think we already kicked you out. But you got a minute to call in because we don't care what you're saying, dog. You need to call in because nobody ever said anything to do. You decided to do what you wanted to do, okay? But the reason why we called you a loser because a man is not unsure about his relationship. You were unsure. That's why we called you a loser, okay? And the fact that you feel bad for her, you might as well go back to her because you want some sucker shit. So if you want to call in. But, man, you need to please shut your bitch ass up, man. We're trying to do a show, trying to help these other guys to be men. Let us continue. Check this out, Zach.
Yo, I don't want you coming home at 5 o'clock. He might have a girl like Erin in his girl's ear that she watches that goes, well, if he tries to check me and tell me what I'm going to do, I'm not going to say 5. I'm going to say 4. And I'm going to ask, why can't I? Some things don't require a why. It's just that this does not work for me. And you know it doesn't work for me. And if you don't, I'm going to tell you that it doesn't work for me. Now, does this work for us? Right? And I think that that's the real...
Okay, can you pause it? Can you pause it? Okay, so I want guys to understand something. And I'm so sincere when I say what I'm about to say. Let's say, for the sake of argument, your woman coming home at a time.
Oh, we got to call
where,
that.
Okay, let me finish my thought real quick.
Yeah, finish your thought. Go ahead.
Okay, where she comes home at a time where you looking at her like she done lost her fucking mind. So let's say for the sake of argument, you pull it to the side and be like, hey, let me tell you something. Don't ever let 2 o'clock in the morning catch you again. That's way too late. I'm not having that. Right? We're not having dialogue about that.
Yeah.
It better be okay or there's a problem. But go ahead, Phil.
570, what is your name, sir, and what is your question?
My name is Bill.
Sir, what is your question, sir?
My question is, I thought the body count counts, people, when you get a certain age, and you want to start a career and everything in life, you find the right woman. You find the right girl, the right woman back and forth.
Okay.
But my question is that like a true statement? Like when you get to a certain age and you want to find somebody, they don't want a lot of body counts?
Okay, Bill, we're asking you, do you believe in it or don't you? Do you believe in a woman? Do you believe in that body count?
No, I don't. I believe a woman should not have a body count. She should be one man.
Okay.
And if you were like going to college or whatever you're doing,
okay, but Bill,
you should stay with that man.
Okay, but Bill,
or you should use your judgment if that guy's,
Bill,
a woman should use her judgment with a guy, and a man should use his wisdom for a woman.
Okay, Bill, how old are you, buddy?
I'm 45.
Okay, Bill, how many women have you seen this week that if you had the opportunity to smash that you would?
If I had an opportunity,
how many?
I would, bro. I probably would.
Okay, Bill, I'm going to ask you one last time. How many women have you saw, let's be honest, Bill, that you saw that if you had the opportunity, you saw her, okay, Bill, let me slow it down. Let me change it up because apparently you're trying to find a loophole. Bill, when you look at a woman, do you look at her body or do you look at or try to figure out her body count?
I look at her personality.
Wait.
She's going to respect me.
You say look at her personality. Well, you don't know her to know her personality. So how can you look at something when you see, again, Bill, when you see a woman, Bill, do you look at her body or think about her body count first? That's what I'm asking, buddy. What is that you look at?
Oh, no, I don't know what she's thinking now.
Right. So you look at her body, yes or no?
No. Well, I do, but I don't look at it the way like everybody thinks. I look at it I want to talk to her. Like I have heard.
No, okay, caller. Hold on. We don't want you to go off on a tangent. No, we don't want you to go off on a tangent. Listen, you said something and I caught it, and you said something that I felt was profound. So I'm going to repeat what you said. You said you look at her personality and you're more concerned with whether or not she's going to respect you or not. So tell me how a woman's body count impacts that.
Why would it affect me? No.
Listen to the question.
Think about it.
Listen to the question. Okay. Hold on, caller. I'm going to repeat the question. I'm going to repeat the question.
Bill, just answer a simple question,
Okay.
Bill. Come on.
This is the question. You said earlier you look at her personality and whether or not she respects you. What I'm asking you is, how does her body count impact that?
Because when you have a lot of men inside you and you are not in love, then what do you have then?
No. You're not answering the question. How does that impact a woman respecting you?
Her body count?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, she can respect you, but it's not looking good for her, I'm saying.
Okay, no. Well, see. No, stay with me. So ultimately, when a man meets a woman, the most important thing
at
is
a certain age, like if you're 22, 23.
Okay, it doesn't matter. When you meet a woman, hold on, it doesn't matter how old you are. Listen to what I'm about to say. When you very first meet a woman, the most important thing is whether or not there's mutual interest to see each other going forward. And along the way, is she a pleasant woman to deal with? Is she very respectful? Does she respect your time? Does she respect your boundaries? Is she courteous, considerate, and thoughtful?
She does all that.
But how does her body count impact any of that?
Because to me personally, it's not good. It's not in a good looking way.
No. And you see, you dodging the question because you know it doesn't.
Yes, Bill. Let me ask you a question, sir. Are you ever going to know her body count?
She will never tell me, no.
So then why are you worried about something you'll never know?
That's true.
No, it's not about true. No. You're making these statements. But Bill, let me ask you another question. And I've always said this, and we're the only ones on the internet saying this because everybody else is saying it different. Don't you think her finger and her dildo count is higher than her body count when we say that?
Yes, I agree with that.
So then why are you worried about another guy versus her dildo and her finger count?
I mean, I know why, Bill. I know why you're worried. I know the real reason you're worried.
Yeah, but see that I agree what you're saying, but she should be just honest.
No. Wait. Should she be honest when you're already judgmental, Bill? You're already judgmental.
How is that judgmental when you're just asking a simple question?
Okay, Bill. Would it be okay, Bill? You're a Caucasian, yes? You're Caucasian?
Yes, sir. I'm Caucasian.
Bill, would it be wrong for me to look at you as a Caucasian and say, "Hey, you like mayonnaise," just because you're Caucasian? I mean, that'd be a judgment, right? That's automatically assuming, right? That's automatically assuming without knowing anything about you. You're doing the same thing to her.
But I'm honest with her. She won't be honest with me.
Wait. You're not honest with her because, Bill, let's be honest. You are looking at getting some ass, Bill. You're not looking at a relationship.
No, I already got all that. That's the thing. I got it.
Okay, hold on. Steve, let me say this. Okay, so here's the problem when you guys say, "Oh, she won't be honest with me." A lot of y'all think women are ashamed, and that's why they won't be honest with you. No. Women love dick. It's not that they're ashamed. It's that they understand that most men are ill-equipped to handle the truth about how much women love dick. They know you can't handle it. They know you can't handle it. So here's the reality of it. My father used to always say, "Shame the devil, tell the truth." Right? So this is what we're gonna do today. We're gonna shame the devil and tell the truth. So Bill, I'm gonna run down a list. Please don't interrupt me. But if I'm warm when I'm done with my little tirade, just let me know if I'm warm. See, the real reason why you guys have an issue with body count is, one, you're worried about the fact that your penis won't be enough for her because of all the other penises she's going to compare yours to. You're worried about the fact that there could be a guy in her past that she can't keep from thinking about sexually because of all the sex she had, right? You think it drastically increases the odds that she's going to cheat on you, right? All these different things. These are the real reasons, right? And none of those reasons are necessarily true. They're not true or false. You can have a woman with a lower body count who can do the same thing as a woman with a higher body count.
Bill Rand. No, wait. 858, sir. I don't understand why you're calling back. If you can read minds and you think what you can read, why are you calling back, big dog? This is.
You know why?
Well,
you know why, Steve?
No, it's
you're
not.
mad.
Okay,
I put your ass in the fucking line.
All right, thank you. So as we're saying, Bill Rand, and this is what we're talking about here, Zag, that a lot of these guys, unfortunately, are pissed that they're not fucking.
Mm-hmm.
They're really mad. They're mad because the women can do what they want to do, but they can't do anything. And a lot of these guys, and they're acting like they never had a one. I can't wait for the next guys. If y'all want to talk about body count, you can call in, but we'll have a sensible conversation and stuff. We're not judging y'all. Y'all can believe what you want. We're just trying to get your perspective because, real quick, Zach, because and I downloaded the thing for you. But what's important for many of you young men is y'all have to make sure that y'all wake up and not look at the world through another man's eyes. And I think that's the problem where y'all don't have the game because y'all are following the herd that come up. Because remember, Zach, if you notice, this didn't come up in the 2010. This didn't come up. This didn't come up in 2000. This didn't come up in the 90s. You know when it came up? When somebody ran out of things to tell guys to do. They created this thing. This is something that hasn't popped up. These people weren't thinking about this until somebody trained their mind to look at women in a way that somebody wants them to see women. Because I don't understand. You'll never.
Well, let me say this because someone earlier said it was an emotional argument, the body count debate or thing, and it is. It is an emotional argument because it stems from guys' insecurities. You got to remember the feeling of being insecure is an emotion, so it's an emotional argument. But here's the thing, right? The problem with a lot of guys is they want women to have standards they themselves don't have. Mm-hmm. Okay, and what I mean by that is this, right? You have guys out here, they want to be out in nightclubs fucking every goddamn weekend, fucking a new woman every goddamn weekend. But they want by some miracle.
Here's a question. Here's a question right there for you, but no, just go ahead.
All right, real quick. But they want by some miracle to meet some very attractive woman, super attractive. Everybody want her and him, but for some reason she saved all her shit for him. Like she was just born for him, right? And she's just waiting to give the pussy up to him, right? Mm-hmm. But yet he's out fucking all of these chicks, but yeah, he want a chick that's just sitting home waiting on him. It's very unrealistic. So again, they want women to have standards sexually that they themselves don't have. Not only that, guys, y'all are free to want what you want. If you say, I don't want a woman with a high body count, okay, cool. How you going to prove it?
You'll never prove it. But Zach,
it's dumb to even say that.
This guy had a question. He said, I heard you say that it's your preference. What did you mean by that? And why did you see it that way? And what made you say that when it comes to body count? Can you educate that young man?
About a dating, okay, guys, a preference is simply you prefer this over that.
Yes.
I prefer a BMW over a Lexus. I prefer a Lexus over a Mercedes. I prefer Nike over Reebok. It's a preference. It doesn't mean that one is better than the other for everybody. That's just your personal choice. That's your preference. I prefer this, right? So a lot of you guys, you can say, I prefer, guys, I'll help you out. You can say, I prefer a woman who isn't promiscuous. You can say that. But what does that really mean, though? Okay. Do you want a woman who gives the appearance that she's not promiscuous?
Yes.
Because there's a lot of those women out here who do a great acting job. I mean, these are Golden Globe Award-winning actresses, right? They will play that role, right? Like they're not promiscuous. And you will never know that they get down like that. I mean, you want the appearance?
Well, Stony Cook, you need to call in, dog. You need to call in, dog. We ain't going to keep answering your question. You need to go be a man and call in. Let me correct you on this. See, this is, gentlemen, this is why game is so important. Most of y'all guys, like Bud said, are book smart but street stupid. And a lot of y'all follow people that try to scare y'all into things. Y'all see, I want y'all to see what this person, his mentality is. And you can see, do you think he can get women, or do you think he's that weird, creepy guy in the corner that can't get no women? Look what he's saying. Men are scared of females because females have the leverage and the halo effect to call the cops and law enforcement, and the cops believe her. Do you see what I'm saying, guys? What I'm saying is that this young man is looking at another man's life to determine his life, Zach. You see what I'm saying? This is the problem with so many young men today. Y'all are looking at another man's life. You got it, Zach. What's up?
No, I'm gonna send you something else right now. Hold on. Post what I'm about to send you. Keep that right there. That Xavier Worthy shit. Please keep that up. Please don't take that down, Steve. You're gonna love what I'm about to send you. This it right here. Yeah. Oh, I gotta send you this shit.
Right, Chi. But this is what I'm saying to y'all guys out here. Y'all sit here. Why would you, who wrote this while Zach is getting it together, Why are you looking at another man's life to determine yours? When did we become so weak-minded that we're looking at another man to determine our self-worth? If something happens to another man, it's going to happen to us because it happened to him. When do we become this weak to sit here and say, well, it happened to that guy? And you see what I'm saying, guys?
Yeah. So, my bad. I just sent it. I want everyone to understand. We're about to go in. I actually did a recording. I did a pre-recorded video talking about this that I haven't released yet. But fuck it, we're going to talk about it now. So I want y'all to remember he used the name Xavier Worthy. Xavier Worthy. Right.
And we do have a call.
Is a wide receiver for the Kansas City Chiefs. Right?
Yes.
Bear that in mind.
All right. Hold on. I'm going to put it up. Let's grab this call. Shout out Chris H. We appreciate you, Chris. Thank you, Chris H. Hold on one second. We got you. 678. What's your name, sir? And what's your question? 678.
Steve, what's up, Zach? How you guys doing?
What's your name, sir? And what is your question?
And my name is Aaron. It was more so of a comment. So as far as the body count, I'm not really focused on that. It's not really anything I could do on that. But my concern is really the location and the experience as far as in a long-term relationship. I'll give you one example.
You say the experience of a you're saying the experience of a long-term relationship. What do you mean by that, sir?
Well, while in a long-term relationship, doing things that more so stand out. For example, I'll take my girl on the roof of my apartment, or I ask my security to stop the elevator or something so we could fuck in the elevator or something like that. What do you think about that as far as trying to make the experience different?
Sir, no, because you don't have any game, sir. You're just doing basic, boring things. What are you trying to do? I don't understand. What is your question? Because it's not a body count question. What is your question?
Mm-hmm.
You're saying what are you trying to do? What, something sexually? What is your question?
As far as the investment in the difference in how I would not necessarily compare, but stand out as far as the experiences that she would have.
Okay.
Do you think something
Okay. I know what he's asking. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Stop comparing yourself to her past lovers. That's
why are you comparing yourself to her past lovers, sir? Why?
To be different.
Caller. This is why you're losing. There's something weird. Is that a fetish of yours to know who she's been with and how she's been with those people?
Absolutely not. But as far as we could just use the bed or what have you, or
okay, caller. Okay, real quick. Caller. Okay, real quick. I'll use myself as an example, right? One of the things that I like to do when I meet new women, by the third time that we have sex, assuming that we're dealing with each other long enough for that to happen, by the third time, I usually like to have had sex in a public place by the third time. Usually. If it's going to be a woman I'm going to be seeing, right? But that's for me, though. I do that for me. And the main reason, well, there's two reasons why I do that. One, I'm just a freaky ass motherfucker. That's one. But one of the main reasons why I do that is because I want to see the level of compliance. I want to see the level of sexual submission. I want to see how much influence do I have to have the type of sex that I like when I want to have it at the frequency I want it, right? So there's a reason for me that I'm doing that, not for the woman, but y'all got it.
All right, caller. All right, so we'll throw you back in, buddy. We appreciate the call, man, okay?
I appreciate it.
All right, thank you, sir. Yeah. Appreciate it. So, Zach, I got the thing up right now. I was showing real quick, and then we'll get back to the video. Guys, lines are open. You got a question, please put a Q. But for that young man that was talking about the wide receiver,
can you bring this question up first? No, bring this question up first. So we can read it again. I want to read this question, then we're gonna get into it. If you still got it, Steve.
Let me find that shit.
See where I'll find it for you.
Got it. I got it. I just got to scroll up. Give me a second here. Let's see here.
734.
34. Okay, I'm at 25. Okay. 734. And gentlemen, I do want y'all to also understand. Do y'all notice how people are hiding behind their statements? They won't even call in and stand on anything. But here you go, right here, Zach.
Okay, so I'm going to read his statement, and then we're going to break down what really happened to Xavier. See, we got the game. We're coming with the truth. We're not coming with assumptions. We're not coming with theory. That's why we go by real game, no theory. Men are scared of females because the female has the leverage and halo effect to call the cops or law enforcement, and the cops will believe her. Just look at what happened to Xavier Worthy. Now, can you bring that up real quick, Steve? And I promise I'm gonna be as quick as possible.
Go ahead.
All right. Can you move that statement? I mean, his statement.
All right. Shout out to TR with love. Thank you for the super chat. Go ahead.
Now look at the top. Xavier Worthy and his girlfriend Tia Jones were in a relationship for a little over a year, from March 2024 to March 2025. They started dating in March. Now, I want people to pay attention. He's a football player. He is a rookie. This is March 2024. Steve, what happens in April?
Tax season? You talking about taxes?
No. Football. What happens in April?
Oh, draft. The draft, sir. The draft.
Yeah. Steve, ain't it kind of peculiar that he met this bitch in March, a month before the draft?
Yeah.
Don't you find that odd that they started dating a month before the NFL draft?
Well, people don't see that. People don't see that. People don't see the chess pieces.
Yeah. So let's go down. So that's March 2024. Shortly after, the chick asked that nigga to buy a $2 million house. A couple of months after meeting him, she, right after he got drafted, asked him to buy Steve, what would you have done if a chick would have asked you to buy her a $2 million house after like 2 months of dating her?
What chick?
see, Steve, I ain't even got to say no more. Now, if you want to look at it and read some, Steve, you can do that.
No, but this is what I'm saying. So with this guy, with the guy that's complaining, saying, looking at Worthy again, this is why they feel the body count matters, because a lot of regular guys don't have game and they get dog walked by women, and they want to get mad at women for everything that's wrong in their life. But guys, if you have a question, please put a Q. If y'all want to call in, we got you. Wait, let's get to this question right here. I was going to play the thing, but we have a question, guys. Let's see. He has a question. He said, why would a man with self-respect want a woman that has been rammed by numerous men? Now, hold on, wait a second. Before I say this, Drunken Sailor, have you ever had a one-night stand? I'm going to ask all y'all guys this. Have you ever had a one-night stand, Drunken Sailor? Yes or no? Yes or no?
You know the answer is no.
Well, I know he hasn't, but he's probably going to try to lie and say he has. Have you ever had a one-night stand, Drunken Sailor? Yes or no? Have you even ever had sex before, Drunken Sailor? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just asking a question. Just asking a simple question. Yes or no? That's how I'm asking. Yes or no? So I'm going to continue. Let me just move on, because the motherfucker got scared and he's shutting the fuck up now. He won't answer no fucking questions. So let's just keep on moving what we got going on. Here we go. Let's get it. Here we go. Oh, now you're saying, so wait a second. You're saying yes. So why would you have sex with her if you knew she had a high body count?
Yeah, if your standards are so high.
Your standards are so high.
Yeah, for all you body count guys.
Yeah, if your standards so high.
Why are you having sex with women right away?
Why are you having sex with women right away? Because if she's getting rammed by you, that means she's getting rammed by other people. But did you care, Drunken Sailor? Did you pause and say, oh no, I'm not going to sleep with you because you were ran by other guys? Steve, come on, man.
Steve, let me say this real quick. Let me say this real quick. You guys, if you're the type of guy where you're religious, you don't believe in having extramarital sex, maybe you want to be married before you have sex for the first time, maybe you prefer, a meaningful, profound, emotional bond before you have sex with women. If you're the type of guy and you move like that and you only prefer to deal with women that match that same energy, I can respect that. But for all you motherfuckers who run around here trying to fuck chicks the same night you meet them, having unprotected sex with women you just met, then you got the nerve to judge these same women you're fucking on the same night.
Exactly.
This is why no one can take y'all serious.
All right, here we go. Let's get back to old boy. Let's get it, guys. Guys, lines are open. Here we go.
Real conversation that should be had. It should never be a tug of war. It should never be a ego trip because you have a preference. We are married, or we are planning to get married, or working toward marriage. My preference is my preference. Don't come home at 5 to me is disrespectful.
Then it needs to go your way, all the way.
No, because no, it's not my way. It's just that, hey, okay, cool. The proper
No, it is.
It is my way. Steve, go ahead, Steve.
Hold
You goddamn right, it's my way.
Goddamn, what you mean today? Hold on, gentlemen. This week I tell y'all about the game. If you are messing with a man, ladies, it's gonna be my way. You had, hey, listen, and here's the best thing about it, Zach. If you don't like it, next. That's it. You are not coming in my house at 5 o'clock just because you want to hang out with your girlfriends. Now, Zach, if we're not together, we just messing around, do what you want to do. But do you see, okay, guys, now for all you body count guys, I want you to see why body count also, because he has another video where body count matters to him. Guys, look how he's moving. Look how passive he's moving, Zach. He's been, guys, gentlemen, we're trying to lace y'all with this game to let y'all see why people like him, because a lot of y'all guys display the same characteristics, being passive, indecisive. You're not assertive, not being dominant. I want y'all to watch his interaction with his woman to see why he, like most other people, do the same thing. But let's get this call real quick. Zag, 861, sir, what's your name and what's your question, sir? What's up? 861, going once. 861, going twice. 861. All right, let's continue. Here we go, guys. So let's get. Oh, Zach, I'm sorry, you wanted to say something because
we're good. We're
He
good.
was real passive on that. That bullshit he said. Here we go. Check this out.
Response would be, all right. Well, what is a respectable time for you? It's not okay. Aaron had one extreme or the other. Oh, I'm not gonna just not go.
Can you pause it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Ladies. I'm gonna say something to y'all, and a lot of y'all probably have never experienced what I'm about to talk about.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Number one, it is my way.
Always.
Now, here's the thing. Here's the thing about it being my way. Because I love myself.
Can you please wait until we call you in? Somebody's talking. Just be patient.
Yeah.
Let them finish. Okay. We'll bring you in and just be patient, okay? Don't be sorry. It's cool. It's all about man. When someone's talking, let them finish talking. We'll bring you in. We got you. Just relax. Go ahead, Zach.
Okay. So anyway, if I love myself and I respect myself, I'm not going to make decisions that put myself in bad predicaments. So yeah, it's my way. I'm inviting you into my life. I have a certain way of doing things. I have a certain standard. So yes, it's my way. Now you got a choice. You can say, I don't want to do it your way, and I'll promptly dismiss you. But it's not a negotiation. Women think it's a negotiation. I'm not negotiating with you. I'm telling you how to be, and either you're gonna move how I need you to move, or I'm gonna move you out the way.
You're gonna get your ass out. All right, now 816, sir. What's your name and how can we help you?
Lane.
What is your question? Okay, goodbye. All right, anyway, so like I said before, let's bring in this call. 559, what's your name? What's your question, sir?
Yo.
What is your name, sir, and what's your question?
Oh, my name is Terry. I kind of briefly seen what you guys were talking about. You guys talking about body count. Is that right?
Well, we're just asking if you believe in it or not and why. If you do believe it, let us know why. We're just curious. Do you believe in it or don't you? But we're just asking you, what's your opinion?
When it comes, my opinion is that the sexual dynamic is different when it comes to men and women. So a man with a high body count versus a
No, we're not talking about with a man versus one. We're asking you, how do you feel? Do you feel that a woman's sex count has anything to do with how you see that woman, sir?
With how I see her, it depends on what I'm going for. If I want her to be if I'm looking for a girlfriend or a wife, then yeah, it definitely matters.
Okay, why does it matter? Okay, yeah, I understand, respect it, but tell us why it matters. Why does that matter?
Well, if it's just to jump off, if I'm in college, it don't matter. But if I'm in a stage of life where I'm trying to get married or I'm looking for a wife or somebody I'm gonna give a commitment to, it definitely matters because women have something called soul ties and whether or not
No. Who did you hear that from? Where did you hear that at? That women got soul ties.
I can't really hear in the background.
Okay, where did you hear soul ties from, sir? He's asking.
No, I'm not saying I believe in that. I'm saying
no, but you brought. Okay, sir, then why bring something up you don't believe? Okay, sir, let's okay, let's try it. Okay, how old are you first off? How old are you, big guy?
Oh, 31.
Okay. So let's not bring up things just to regurgitate that you heard on the internet. Okay, let's bring up things you actually believe. Well, you brought up soul ties. We're asking about soul ties, but you're not even defending a position that you're talking about.
Why don't you let me finish and start cutting me off, and I was about to finish.
Okay, sir. We asked you, we were quiet, and you said you didn't. Okay, tell us about soul ties. Let's try this again.
Well, forget the word soul ties. That threw off on a tangent, but I was using that as just an example of I was going to give a definition to that. Now, I don't necessarily believe, you have somebody and your soul is connected to them forever. That's not what I mean. What I mean is that because the sexual dynamic is such that when I have a woman, I'm going inside of her, I'm dominating her. Mm-hmm. I'm looking for a woman to be a wife, a woman to be a girlfriend, and she's had too many men dominating her. That's the problem.
Okay.
Wait, no, Steve. I got to get him. Okay, so you meet a woman where she supposedly, allegedly, because you don't know how many exactly, right? But she had too many men for your taste. How does the amount of dicks she's had in her impact you?
Because the way that the woman might behave. Now,
okay, cool. So the amount of dicks a woman has inhaled. Hold on. So the amount of dicks a woman has inhaled in her vagina impacts her behavior towards other men. How? Can you explain to us how?
Okay, I'm gonna explain that, but I would like to finish my point before I get cut off, so we can have a full.
Sir, we don't have time to have a full transparency. Just answer the question, please.
Okay, if you don't cut me off, then how can I answer?
No, just answer the question I just asked you, bro.
Answer the question, please. Can you just answer the question, please?
Okay, then don't jump.
Okay, goodbye. All right, goodbye.
Yeah, let him go. Hey, yeah, Steve, hold on. Let me say this. Let me say this to these motherfuckers calling in. Let me say this to these motherfuckers calling in. Listen, little motherfuckers. This ain't your show.
I know they just want to run with it in their mouth.
This is our shit. We really don't give a fuck about your opinion like that. Yeah. We're trying to be respectful and allow you to give it. Now, once you give your opinion and we realize you have zero intellect, we gonna check your goofy ass. Now, the real reason your goofy ass got a problem with body count is, like I said before, all you motherfuckers are insecure. And all you do, y'all dodge these motherfucking lessons because y'all know y'all insecure. Y'all know y'all worried about another guy fucking her whose dick was bigger than yours. And you worried about her thinking about his dick and whether or not she gonna cheat on you with that guy that really busted her wide open like you can't. That's the shit that y'all are worried about. But what y'all do is tap dance around that fact and try to bring up all this pseudoscience, pair bonding, soul ties bullshit. Stop acting like a hoe and just tell the truth. Say, yeah, nigga, I'm insecure. And what? Be a man and stand on that.
Well, the thing is that as we're gonna get back to that video, this is what's going on. But let's get this. Let's get back to the video because the thing is, a lot of these young men, they just want they know all they want to do is fuck. Zach, let's be honest. All they want is some pussy. The problem is, Zach, they ain't fucking. But the problem is, they're mad at the guys who are fucking. And because they're mad at the guys who are fucking, they want to get mad at the women because they like, well, they giving up pussy, but why ain't they giving up pussy to me? So because they're not giving up pussy to me, I want to sit here and get mad at them, knowing, Zach, everything they damn near do is for pussy. They work out for pussy, get their cars, clothes, status, money, everything they do, everything, the red pill, the manosphere, is to try to get some pussy, but that they want to talk bad about pussy.
The problem with guys is y'all think you're safe. That's y'all problem. Guys, you're not safe. If you're dealing with women, you're not safe. It doesn't matter what that woman's background is. I don't care how many Hail Marys and Hallelujahs, you know what I'm saying, she throw out there. I don't care how many times she kneel to pray before God. I don't care how many times she could recite the Bible back and forth. You're not safe. Any woman can cheat on you at any given time. I'm not saying that they will. There are women out here who are highly capable of being faithful. But what I'm telling you is there is no way to determine which women are capable of cheating from the ones who aren't. There is no way.
You never know. And gentlemen, again, why we're showing you this first clip, because we want to show you a lot of you guys display the same characteristics when you're around a woman. It's not manly characteristics. We'll continue this. And look how, guys, I want y'all to pay attention and look how he's moving. Look how he's the victim here. Let's play, guys. Here, check this out.
Go anywhere and stay home.
You
Hold on.
5. I said, cool. Nigga, you don't like 5? We'll do 4.
See that right there? Hold on. See that right there? Hold on. Y'all, okay, guy.
Oh, no, that bitch. Oh, hell no. She didn't say that, dog.
She did. Oh, no. You want to know, hey, guy, you can't get mad at a woman. You want to know why, wait, hold on, Zach. You want to know why she said what she said, gentlemen? If y'all been here, look how he's been moving. He's passive, indecisive. So what did she say? If we ain't gonna do 5, we gonna do 4. Do you see how she was talking to him?
No, real quick. Do you have that clip, Jill Scott? That rule of Jill Scott clip?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
The rule of Jill Scott.
This is the difference between us and them.
This is the difference between us and them. Here we go.
I say it like this: if you can tell me what to do, then you can tell me what to do. But if you can't tell me what to do, you can't tell me what to do.
Right.
So let me say this. I want guys to understand what's going on. And this is how you know you're a bitch. And this is the exact point where a woman who may have thought you were a bitch, where she realizes you really are one, right? So the guy is complaining about the time that his woman is coming in from being out at night, right? He's complaining. First of all, I'm not complaining. I'm just gonna let your ass know that was the last time you coming in that late. There ain't nothing to talk about. But he's complaining though. See, when you a man with game, you deliver the information differently. When you a bitch, you whine to women about your feelings. When you a man, you just make statements and make sure they understand they need to take corrective action or they going. Now, here's the problem, Steve. Here's the problem.
What's up?
He's negotiating his boundaries with her.
Right.
So, what do I look like? Negotiating my boundaries with women. But
Zach, also, but watch this. But his anger is going to calculate for the next woman to look at her body. You see, it's all going to kind of connect, because look at the behavior of the average guy. The average guy moves like him. What you mean coming at 4? I mean, wait, look how she's pulling his motherfucking punk card, guys. Y'all got to see what women do to y'all that would make y'all mad. Look what and watch how you talk to him.
But that's, and then if you say, okay, 4 doesn't work, like I feel like me going back on the time is like a consideration.
Why not have a conversation is the point I'm saying. Why not say, well, what time?
So why don't you say that you're the one with the problem, so you should come with the suggestion?
Oh my God. Now see, no leadership skills. Do you notice the same thing that this guy has in common with all the guys that are mad about the body count? Hey, Zach, have you ever met a man that get pussy complain about a woman's body count? Think about that. Have you ever noticed the ones that actually get pussy, they don't complain, Zach?
No. The ones that get it their way? No.
Do you ever see them complain? Look at that guy. I want y'all to take note. Look at how she's punking him, Zach.
But also, Steve, what he's doing. This is what he's doing.
Our dog,
man, again, late again, man. But what's happening, man? What's happening, man?
Hey, sorry, dog. I saw you. My bad, dog. Hey, dog.
What's happening?
Dog, we got to kind of go back. Do you see how this man getting punked by his girl? And we're also talking about body count as well. We're getting phone calls. A lot of guys believe in it, and they're calling in, and you cannot believe.
Yeah, they're talking about soul ties and demons.
Oh my God!
Y'all don't. Hold on. Y'all don't believe in soul ties?
so our boy Silver, the Silverback, is in the building, guys. I got a question for you, but yeah, hey, Fifth. It's getting ugly, dog. It's again, we're asking guys to call in if you believe in it. But guys, we'll have dialogue, but we don't need to hear your story. Just answer the question. We got y'all, okay? So hold on, let's get to this question right here. He said to Zach's point, what's the difference in discussing and not telling? Meaning there is no conversation, only what is, and what is what you say.
Yeah, so guys. When a woman does and or says something that you find dissatisfactory, okay, you don't argue with her about it, you don't vent to her about it, you simply calmly, sternly, and very assertively let her know, hey, that shit you just said or did, look, I don't know where you thought that was cool, but it ain't cool here. This can't be an issue ever again. Do we understand each other? Right. There is no discussion. There is no negotiating at all.
Yeah. Don't even ask her why she did it. Just let her know she can't do it no more.
Fifth, I'm gonna go back a little bit for you, so you can pause it when you want. But I want you to just catch up on what their conversation is, and if you want to say something, just let me know. But I just went back a little bit. Listen to this.
Okay, Aaron had one extreme or the other. Oh, I'm not gonna just not go anywhere and stay home.
You
hold on.
5. I said cool. Nigga, you don't like 5?
Nigga,
Can you pause it?
Whoa.
Fifth, have you seen this yet? You seen this clip?
Yeah, I've seen a little bit. I didn't hear that part though.
Okay, go ahead. Then. You got it. Y'all got it then. Go ahead.
Nah, hey. First of all, there's way too much energy in her voice projected towards his way.
Oh,
right. And then the N word. See, I have a rule, right? Don't ever get out of character with me. Meaning, this person that I know, I need to know this person at all times. So don't be using street lingo. I don't need none of that. No N-bombs, no MFs. None of that is attractive to me. But also, it's a form of discipline. If you can control cuss words, you can control what you say. That is a real thing. So, I didn't mean to say that. No, you did mean to say that because you can control that. You know what I mean? I don't get down like that. I don't like how she moving though.
Mike says, do women look at men differently if his body count is low?
That it just depends on who you're dealing with.
Mike, it's not your body count. It's the fact that you don't know what you're doing. It's not body count. It's inexperience.
Do women look at men differently if their body count's low? Well, let me tell you that. Let me tell you something. They absolutely do. Let me tell you why. Because they don't ask the ones they already know body count is high. They already going to assume you if they got to ask you, they already feeling the way already. They already know. Let me ask. Let me just see, because I don't even know if he's a virgin or not. Let me ask him. You know what I mean? Yeah, they won't ask a nigga like me. They know.
They know. Hey, Phil.
They know.
Right. They don't want to hear the number, Phil. They really don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear it no way.
They know.
Yeah, I lost count at like 20 though. I'm talking about when I was like 20, 21, I lost count. I
lost count of my early 20s.
Yeah, all right. So here we go, guys. Guys got a question. And remember, guys, if y'all want to call in, let us know why you disagree. We'll have dialogue just to see what you got. We would love to hear from you. Here we go. Check this out. And we're going to keep pausing this.
And then if you say, okay, 4 doesn't work. Like I feel like me going back on the time is like a consideration.
Why not have a conversation is the point I'm saying. Why not say, well, what time?
So why don't you
can you pause
say
it? Pause it. Okay. So a lot of these guys, they reason like women reason.
Yes.
And what I mean by that is this. Instead of him leading and him dictating what he wants to happen, what he wants to do is gripe to the woman, and then he wants the woman to come to him and say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I fucked up, huh? Well, what can I do to make it better?" That's what he wants.
Yeah, I don't. I'm gonna tell you right now. I don't do negotiate. It's not a negotiation.
It never has been.
Like I'm not entering. Look, I'm not entering in like you got me under hostage or something. Look, what's going to happen is I'm gonna let you know. You will never ever come in this house again after 1:30. You need to get to the car by 1 so you can be home by 1:30. No, not leave your spot. Let me tell y'all, men. Don't be the guy who don't actually say the number. Say the fucking number.
Yep.
You say the number. Hey, 1:30, I need you in this house.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's 1:31 and you jiggling your keys, you're late. And that right there ain't gonna work.
Exactly.
Don't disrespect me thinking you coming in this house anything later than 1:30.
Fifth, and this is what guys don't get. If she my woman, you goddamn right she got a curfew, nigga. You goddamn right she got a curfew, nigga. You damn right.
A curfew.
No, and no shame in my game.
Nope,
she got a curfew, nigga.
Nope. And I will be setting my alarm. My alarm is set to 1:30. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna tell you right now, you better be walking in that house. And you're away from me, you got a 2-drink minimum. So you better not ever come home drunk or nothing.
None of that shit.
2-drink minimum. One early and one before you leave.
and you better not come home smelling like a fresh bar of soap either. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We not. Let me tell you right now, dude. You come home smelling like Dove, and what's even worse, you smell like Axe, Old Spice or something. Hey, you know what's up? Then bitch, get out. It's over.
All right, guys, got a question. Put a Q. If y'all want to call in about the high body count, call in. We'll get your opinion. Here we go.
You're the one with the problem, so you should come with the suggestion. Okay, well, not just. I feel like wait, not just the complaint, because if you say,
I feel her on that. Now I feel her on that. I don't like how she's delivering it, but what she's saying is she wants you to dominate her. She wants you to take charge of the situation. Nigga, don't just complain. Come with a solution. So I'd have told her off top, yeah, see, I don't know. Look, let you know. Your past is your past. This is your present. 1:30. Be in the house by 1:30.
Yeah. There you go.
And you have a responsibility before you leave. Whenever you go out, if you're going to be out past my dinner time, I need Tupperware in the refrigerator taken care of. You know what I mean? We need that to be taken care of before you think about going out. Okay, I don't want to ask you what's for dinner, and don't tell me you're gonna bring me something back. I don't like to eat that late.
Let's bring it. That's my
nigga right there, bro.
Echo 559. What is your name and what's your question?
Oh, this is Terry.
What is your name? What's your question, man? What's up?
Question is, do you mean to tell me, since you got all the game, that you should not, as a man, investigate any woman's past? You shouldn't do your due diligence and find out the woman's resume?
Yeah. So, let me. Yeah. Well, go ahead. No, you got it, Zach. I'll go out there.
No. So for me, let's say for the sake of argument, me and a woman been dating for quite a while, right? And we're talking about the possibility of getting in a relationship or cohabitating. Yeah, I'm gonna pull her credit report. Yeah, I need to see the score and what she in debt for. I'm not concerned with who she been fucking because I'm a secure man.
Yeah, for me, I'm gonna tell you, caller, I do a little investigation. You know what I investigate on? I bring her around the homies. I want to make sure she ain't knocked down none of the homies, and then I'm gonna bring her around the uncles and my enemies. Whoever, if any one of them have knocked it down, then it's a wrap for me. That's the only thing I care about. Other than that, if you're gonna be my woman, as long as your porn wasn't online, then it's all good, fam. I ain't asking outside of that. I ain't talking to you about nothing outside of that.
Let me ask you something else. Let's say, for instance, that you out with a bitch on a date or something, and let's say you go somewhere like you go bowling or playing pool, something like where there's a lot of people around.
Yep.
Should you, let's say you don't know this broad, but you're paying attention to details, You know what I mean? You got your third eye open. Should you take note of the fact, let me stand back, let certain situations play out and see how this woman reacts to it. For instance, let's say if you in a situation in a pool or a bowling alley and there's a bunch of niggas around, and then you say, okay, I'm gonna go to the bar real quick, or I'm gonna go to the bathroom and I'm gonna peep out in the corner, walk back slowly.
I don't care about, I ain't gonna do that, man. Let me tell you why. Because whether she doing it in front of you or behind you, dog, you got to be the value. You got to remember, a woman's behavior reflects the value of you. So if you're not the value, then she gonna do whatever she want to do, G. And ain't nothing you can do about that. And I'm gonna tell you right now, if that's something you're worried about, if you're worried about her stepping out, you will never be the strong man you need to be, that strong, confident man. I promise you that. Because not
really stepping out. What I mean is that you don't know the bitch. You trying to peep her out, see how she is. Now the bitch.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't really.
But what you're trying to do.
That's insecure.
See, caller, you're probably one of those guys that make women share their location with the phone. You probably check a bitch's phone.
No. I think you're not hearing what I'm saying. My question was, if you out with a woman, do you peep out the woman's reaction?
No, you don't.
Because hold on. Let me give a quick example.
Save that question too for me.
You already answered it.
So
you already asked.
Instance,
big guy.
So for instance,
you just said.
To see if the bitch cutting her eye at other.
No, you're not. No.
Wait. If she looking at other men.
I don't give a fuck about that.
No, you worried about the wrong shit.
Like she cutting her eye at other niggas. Is that something you?
But what I'm saying is, if you notice that she's eyeing other people, then that's on you. And why are you entertaining her? But what's even more important, big guy, why are you? But nobody, sorry. Wait, big guy. But why are you so insecure where you've got to peep and sneak and look around corners to see what she's doing? Okay, because
it is.
It is, caller.
It is, caller. Yeah.
Real quick, caller. What you're saying is you consciously cultivate a situation where you can sit off in the cut and watch her to see if she entertains other men. Bro, that's insecure behavior.
No, it's no different than what the homie just said. The homie from the Bay, when he was like, I'm gonna bring her around.
So you know why? You know why I care if they've been with the homie? Because then she's no longer mine in the crew. You know what I'm saying? She's ours.
That's different.
And so it's different, right? So it don't like the crew. You got to remember, these are my dogs for life. These are my dogs. They're like my brothers. So like that's like me messing with an ex-wife or something of his, or ex-girlfriend he was involved with hell alone. Now he probably won't care if I knock it down, but we not gonna be interlocked hands. Like we not gonna be together like that. You know what I mean? So if I'm just knocking it down and she happened to be around, I wouldn't give a fuck about that. If they knocked it down, I wouldn't care. But then if we plan on going to that next level, yeah, she's written off for that. She'll never be around for that.
Here's the big guy. Here's the question: if you saw her, if you go to the pool hall and you come back and somebody's talking to her, what are you gonna do?
No, I'm not gonna confront. Here's the scenario. What I'm talking about. Let's say that you're watching her behavior. You don't really know her. You just trying to peep out how her behavior is. You out with her. And let's say that you pay attention to little small things that a woman does. You got your third eye open and you say, okay, there's some niggas right here. Let me see if this bitch cutting her eye at other niggas, or if she's a respectful bitch and she gonna be respectful. You know what I mean?
So let me ask you this. You said this is early on. This is like when we first start talking, correct?
Start talking, yes.
This is let's say you a bitch you just got with.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So let me say this, though. Let me tell you what I do, right? Because we talking that shit right now. So I'm gonna let you know off top, man. I look at other women, and she's gonna see me look at the other women. She's gonna watch me look at the other women. I may even mention the fact that this woman over here is thick than a motherfucker.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yep.
So let me tell you how confident I am.
Yes.
When it comes to other men. Them men are never going to be me.
Thank you. I don't give a fuck.
I am the fucking guy.
There you go.
And no matter what she's looking at, the value is here, my nigga.
Yes.
You know, so when a woman knows that I don't give a fuck.
Yep.
it has no value to her. Nigga, I'm the value. She know I'm the guy. And even if she chooses someone else, I would shake their hand and continue to play pool, nigga.
Continue, yeah.
Because nigga, hey, because I got 2 feet out on that bitch. 2 feet, nigga. Until she's earned one in. So I need you to understand, nigga, I'm a guy so into me and my value and nigga how I rock in life, my nigga. Like I don't care about that bitch one bit.
Right,
like I gotta care in order to see what she's doing with her behavior.
But how does
I
that
don't give a fuck?
How does that tie in a body count, big guy? Because she's talking to guys.
Let me ask you something else. Let's say that if it was your girl, you've been with her, let's say a year or two, and you out with her and you done caught her cutting her eye at a nigga.
Well, okay, it won't happen. Real quick, I got it.
had that problem.
So caller, let me tell you why it would never happen. Because she would have never made it to be my girl if she was the type of girl to do reckless eyeballing.
Go. But how does that tie in the body count, though? How is what you're saying tie in the body count, buddy?
How does it tie in the body count? So if we're talking about a bitch's body count, I believe that if a woman has had sex with too many different men, that she's not going to be as good of a woman as she would have been in the beginning.
Okay, so how can you prove that she's
impossible?
Okay, good. I'm glad you said that, caller, and I'm glad we're gonna clip this. So I want you to know we're gonna clip this, and we want everybody to hear this part right here. So tell us, how do you know that she's been with that she got a lot of bodies? How do you know that for sure?
You ain't gonna know the exact number. But the thing is that you think you would.
Hold on. Let me hear what he said. What you said? What you don't know the exact number, but what?
You ain't never gonna know nobody's exact number.
Okay, so tell us then.
Has had with a lot of different dudes. You can tell that her level.
Oh, you can tell. So let me give you an example, right? Let me tell you something.
She might not cooperate with you the same.
So let me tell you something. So let me give you an example. There's a girl. There's a woman. Her name is Angel, right? And then there's a woman named Becky. Now I want you to listen. The girl Angel, church girl, dressed nice, covered up, all the stuff, right? The other girl named Becky, outside, tongue out, dancing on the cars. She was out with the homies. So both girls decide to go out together. Now, when you see one covered up, kind of to herself, but then the other one is outside dancing on the cars with the tongue out. Who you choosing?
I'm not choosing either one of them.
Oh no! Hold on! You don't want to choose it because you know I got you.
You know you got him.
You know I got you. You know why you're not going to choose any of them, because you don't. Right now you're chasing to want to be right instead of saying, you know what? I see your perspective.
Different niggas.
So what I'm saying is, I need you to say this to yourself.
You will still wife her.
No. Stop talking to women. Let me tell you why. You need to stop talking to women, because what you're saying is you can't prove their body count.
I didn't say nothing about the body count.
You know what you can't? You know what you can prove? Guess what you can prove? Hey, caller. What I'm gonna answer that question. Caller, guess what you can prove? You can't prove body count, but guess what you can prove? You know what you can prove? Her behavior. You can prove how she treats you. You can prove how she acts.
Mm-hmm.
You can prove that.
And fifth, her behavior, caller, has nothing to do with her body count. To make the assertion that how a woman treats you is directly. Hold on, caller. Hold on. We let you speak. Hold on, caller. We let you speak. Hold on. To make the assertion that how a woman treats you is directly correlated to how many dicks she had is some silly shit.
Say that. I didn't say that.
Yes, you did.
All right, but you
No,
did
I
say,
didn't.
but you
I
did
said her
say,
having a high body count is going to correlate to how cooperative she is.
no,
Oh,
it's
really?
not.
So how could you tell? So if she's not cooperative, that means she smashed a lot of men?
If she's not cooperative, doesn't mean she smashed a lot of men. I don't know, but I'm gonna tell you like this.
But you
said that. You just said that.
You just said that.
Saying that, can you make a hoe a housewife? And I don't think I'm gonna go against that old time fable.
Yeah. So how can you? Yeah. A lot of those guys, because I'm from that era, right? But a lot of those guys didn't have game, so they don't know what a hoe is. See, you got to remember. I know what a. To me, I have a perception of a hoe. I do. But what I would tell you is that it's only what I can prove.
Only what you can prove.
If I can't prove it, I'm not gonna hold her to that.
Can't do it.
See, if I seen a woman like let's just say Cherokee, the porn star Cherokee, right? So me, if I wrote up on Cherokee, I'm like, what's happening? I didn't, And then she told me she was Cherokee. I'm like, oh shit, you are Cherokee. Automatically, she goes into the box of I would never fuck with, right? I would smash. But I would never fuck with Cherokee. You know why? I know Cherokee has been out there living her life. But guess what? I'm still going to knock him down. Cherokee's still getting it.
And know Cherokee's resume, you got with her for 2-3 years, and then you found out her resume later on.
Yeah. Once you find out, like I said, but in the beginning, if you're talking to the woman and she's telling, like I always said, what did I just say when I told you? If I talk to her and she say, hey, I don't got no videos online and nothing like that. I ain't doing nothing like that. But then all of a sudden I'm on Pornhub and I see orgy with my bitch in it. Oh, this bitch it's over.
It's over.
It's just over.
So I agree with y'all on that. See, that's where the paradox is. Y'all say body count don't matter up until the point where you find out.
No, it don't matter.
Okay, I got it.
Okay.
So caller, it's not. Listen to me carefully. I want you to get this. It's important. It's not the body count. It's the lifestyle.
Yeah, and the lie.
I don't rock with the lifestyle.
Or the lie. Or the lie, caller. The lie.
It's not the amount of guys. It's the lifestyle. I don't rock with. Like, look, real quick. Me personally, if I met a woman, let's say she's 35, and she tells me she used to strip at 19, I'm not gonna hold that against her.
Yeah, me neither.
Now, if she's actively stripping, no, she can't be my girl, right? Same thing with Fifth said with the video shit. I don't give a fuck what a woman done sexually in her past, as long as there is no videos on the internet.
On the internet, that matters to me. That matters to me.
It matters to me too.
Call, let me ask you a question. Have you ever had a one-night stand?
Yeah.
Okay, so why would you have a one-night stand if you're so judgmental? Because that bitch, I promise you, you're not the only one who has had a one-night stand. Because motherfuckers with game, get it. Y'all fall into some pussy, and you think that woman ain't fucking a bunch of other guys?
I didn't make her my girl though.
No, okay, wait. But wait a second, but body. Okay. Do you have a girl right now?
Yeah.
So do you think your girl ain't fuck a bunch of guys?
Absolutely, she has. Probably not a bunch.
How do you know? Wait. How do you know?
Well, you know your wife ain't sucked a bunch of dick.
Hey, caller. I don't know. I can't say. I'm being honest with you. We don't even
there
know.
We go.
But okay, wait. Have you asked your girl that question?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So, let me ask the caller. So
if I know,
caller, caller, are you in a relationship? Are you in a relationship?
He's got a girl.
Okay, so caller, I'll use myself as an example, right? When I ease up in a woman and she scoot back a little taste, or that top lip curl up, and she goes, the fit is right. The fit is right, right? The fit is right. I ain't even tripping. So my thing with guys, does it really matter how many guys she been with? When you ease up in it, she growl. You know what I'm saying? She growling when you eat. You know what I'm saying? Does it really matter?
Let me say this. I'm being specific to a bitch that you're gonna make your girl or somebody you want to take serious. Now, if that's a different dynamic, somebody you just want to have a little situation shit, fuck on her, whatever. That's different. I don't care about that.
How long it take
If
you
you
to
gonna
smash your
make
girl?
that girl your girl,
Hey, caller, how old are you, caller? I'm sorry, I didn't hear that. How old are you, caller?
I'm 31.
You say you're 31. Okay, so how old is your woman?
Oh, she's 33.
Oh, she's
a little older than you. So how long y'all been together?
What does that matter? I don't want to talk about my personal.
Oh, no. Nobody knows you, just like nobody knows me. I was answering questions about my life. I was telling you about what I would do with my broad and all the shit. So I asked you a question.
Just a
We
number.
ain't talking about what I would do.
Just
with
a
my
number.
Oh, okay. Hey. So let me, and I think you know what I'm getting at. I think you know what I'm getting at.
He knows.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I want you to remember this, and it's hard for a lot of men that are very insecure to hear this.
Well, have my woman fucked before? Absolutely. Have your woman
No, they all have, but I'm not insecure about that. So no, and I want you to understand something.
Each individual.
She called. Hey, she's 33. She called somebody else daddy.
You do understand that, right?
Oh, and then on her birthday, somebody gave her a lot of birthday dick.
Yep.
If you know her ex and her anniversary, remember that date because they was fucking on that date.
And don't forget Valentine's Day.
Oh, Valentine's Day. Your girl was fucking on Valentine's Day.
Fucking on Valentine's Day.
New Year's Eve. New Year's Eve. So I'm gonna let you know, and I'm gonna let you know, I've accepted that the woman that we talked to has a past. You have not.
You haven't accepted it.
No, but you are thinking your 32-year-old woman is a jewel. Oh, I do. I met her before.
Yo, no.
Hey, I'm the guy in the pool hall that she's been sharp eye cutting. I was the guy in the pool hall that you left. You remember when you walked away in the pool hall? Yeah, that was me. That was Fifth. And let me tell you one thing your woman likes. You know what she likes? She likes for me to look down at her and tell her what to do. And let me tell you something. You didn't know that.
He didn't know that at all.
You didn't know that. She used to. You know what though? I told her I'm exclusive. Don't call me daddy. Call me dad. So that's what your girl used to call me. She used to call me dad.
559. All right, we got another call. These motherfuckers, they don't want to believe that truth. 305. What's your name and what's your question, buddy? 305. What's your name? What's your question, man?
Going on, fellas. It's E. My question: do you think that the body count, or the reason why fellas care about it, is not actually about the woman, but it's about the perceived sexual?
No. The body count argument is about male insecurity. That's what it's
about. Insecurity. It's not
about nothing else.
Inexperience,
right.
Insecurity. Yes.
Right. Because I was thinking about it, and if you ask somebody, if you got a girl that's been with 10 dudes, but they all lasted 30 seconds, never made her come, and then you have a girl who's been with 2 guys, but both of them made her squirt, was fucking them for years, yada yada yada. Most guys will probably go with the first girl, right? Because it's not about the body count; it's about the impression of the sex. Correct?
No, it's not. No, it's not. I don't give a fuck what kind of sex she's had before me.
Nobody gives a fuck what kind of sex you can't. Okay, look, young man, think about it, and I keep telling you, I don't understand. Why would y'all worry more about her body count when she has put more fingers, more dildos, and more toys in her pussy than more dicks, and y'all more worried about that? So what? It's okay for her to put dildos in? So wait. So if she's fucked more dildos than dicks, then shouldn't you be more insecure about the dildos in her finger than the dicks?
No, but that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is it's not about the body count because, like I said, if a guy is fucking her, but it's not fucking her mind up, then that's
okay.
Not really
but Colin, hold on real quick. Hold on, Steve. Let me talk to him. Okay, Colin. Here's the thing. This is what I want you guys to know, right? I've had a lot of women that I've dealt with who have told me very, very intimate details of their sex life, right? Now, here's the thing. regardless of how much a woman is willing to share with you, she's never going to tell you the 100% truth. She's always going to keep some shit for herself, to herself, right? So a woman is not going to, if a woman knows that you're trying to make her squirt and you're having a difficult time, she's not going to tell you that another guy made her squirt across the room with frequency. She's not going to tell you that because she don't want you to feel bad. She's not going to tell you that she's actually had, a full body orgasm multiple times during one sex session. She's not going to tell you all of these. She might say, "Yeah, man, this sex was okay."
But why do you care though?
Yeah.
Why care?
Why do you care if she squirting and all that? Why do you care about that?
They don't. Yeah, call
No, because I feel like sexual doing that is also a tool to gain.
No. So let me tell you what it is. Let me tell you what it is. And and shout out to my membership is coming to hitthebottom.com. So I'm gonna go ahead and give you some real game, right? So when a woman is into you, do you understand? You don't even need to make her come. Did you know that? Because what it is that it is in her head on how valuable you are as a man. That's what turns her on. So when I tell you, you hear a lot of women say size don't matter. They mean that. Because if they're into the guy, they're going to really be into the guy no matter their physical capabilities. But the problem is that a lot of times those men are so insecure, it becomes unattractive and they lose respect for them. If you're the guy and you're the guy all the time to that woman, she will think that you are Mr. Marcus. You understand? And she will, and I'm telling you, a lot of times you will get them off on just how you are in their mind. When you are smashing a woman, you are really getting her before you even touch her.
Well, they don't know about that, Phil, but they don't understand about there's performance anxiety with a lot of these guys. That's why they worry, because if they think about they're not actually thinking about the woman. They're thinking about, again, the homosexual thing of other men in performance, man.
Yeah. So
when you hear terms like dignitized, you feel like
okay, caller, hold on real quick. Okay, see, you're getting caller. You're getting caught up with thinking you can secure a woman's submission with dick. It don't work that way.
Won't happen.
It don't work that way. Look, let me tell you something. The act of physical sex compared to having a woman's mind, it's a shorter shelf life. Yes, if you can fuck the dog shit out of a woman physically, yes, she might like it for a little while. But if there's no mental stimulation, that enjoyment of the physical won't last long. So you're thinking about dickmatized with your dick instead of dickmatizing her with your fucking mind. Right? If you get a woman's mind, her body follows. You don't get a woman's body and her mind follows. It don't work that way.
Zach, the problem is a lot of these guys aren't used to women throwing the pussy at them, so they can't see that other side of the coin because all they do is run behind pussy and call her. Y'all, I don't understand why y'all just don't admit this thing. Y'all don't really care. You don't care about her body count. When you see her in the gym, you don't think about the numbers. When you see her waddling her ass down the street and shaking her booty and all that shit, y'all don't think about body counts. All y'all think about is fucking. But because a lot of y'all are scared to talk to women, what you do is you try to come up with a blank excuse. Well, I'm not going to talk to her because she looked like she had about 258,973.569 dicks. So I'm not going to talk to her. But the thing is that it's not her problem. It's more yours. You're over there judging her. That's what's so crazy about me. How can y'all sit there and judge a woman that you don't even know anything about and assume that she has high? But again, you'll never, ever know. And like Fifth Soldier, watch this. Fifth was talking about the one that was sticking her tongue out versus the one that was all in her, all closed up. Y'all know that whorish ass women try to look like librarians and librarians try to look like whores. And it's a flip around because they want to get some of that lifestyle, but people don't understand that. People don't understand that because even just because a woman is wagging her tongue and shaking her ass on the car, She might be just doing that for attention. She ain't trying. She might not be trying to fuck.
Not only that, real quick, right? Because there's a bunch of guys talking about basically, doesn't a man have a right to not want a woman who's been with 100 men? This is what y'all need to understand, okay? And I've been saying this: you can have whatever you want as far as your dating preferences, right? You can have whatever dating preferences you want. Here's the problem, right? A lot of you guys, you think you're trying to be logical with your reasoning as to why you don't want something, but and I alluded to this earlier. It really comes from a place of your feelings, and you. Well, my feelings, based on my feelings, I don't want a woman who has this many bodies because I'll feel this way if I find out, or I feel this way if everybody else find out. So it's really coming from a place of emotion. Let me say this about insecurity. A lot of you guys don't want to admit that you're insecure.
They don't.
One of the synonyms for the word insecure is to worry. To be insecure means to worry about something. So if you're saying, I don't want to be with a woman who's had a train ran on her, that means you're worried. You're saying, I'm worried about being with a woman who's had that shit happen. That means you're insecure about something. Okay? All you guys, just admit you're insecure.
Call it fifth. I was telling Zach, don't you notice always the ones that get a lot of pussy don't give a fuck? You always notice that?
They don't give a fuck at all.
The ones that's getting pussy thrown them left and right, they don't care. It's the ones that ain't getting it. You notice the ones that don't get it, they want it so bad, but they want it on their terms. But anyway, Caller, what's your last thing before we keep going? What's up, man?
Yeah, my last question is: you said you mentioned that it's the mental image of what the woman has is what turns her gets her off. So let me ask you this: if you've been that dude, but you had a momentary lapse or a hole in your game that may have revealed some sexual insecurity, can you come back from that, or is it just a wrap?
Caller, there's no such. See, that's what I'm saying. This is why we know you don't have game, y'all guys act like men with game have lapses and judgment and holes and shit. Men don't move that way.
Hold on, real quick. 837. Hold on,
I see it too. That question.
I got him. See, I'm gonna show y'all the difference between y'all and us, right? and I'm glad you asked this question. He said, "No, not him, not that
guy.
No, Rude Boy."
You say his name is Rude Boy?
Rude Boy. Okay, right here. So he's talking about what me and Fifth is saying.
Yeah.
See, this is what people have to understand. We're family men.
Mm-hmm.
We have children. We have responsibilities.
Yep.
We can't have shit online where the children are put at risk because of what's online. Do y'all know right now in schools there are kids being bullied because their mothers do like OnlyFans and everybody in the school know it? You know what I'm saying? That's the reason. It has nothing to do with me personally.
All right, Carl, we'll throw you back in, big dog, okay? Thank you for the call, big guy, okay?
All right, man.
All right, respect, man. Respect. Good call. All right, guys, let's continue. You guys got a question. We got y'all, man. Wait. I'm gonna give you a minute to call in because again, I want y'all to understand, and it's no disrespect to y'all guys, but you could tell the guys that ain't fucking by how y'all talk.
That's pretty bad right there.
I know that's pretty bad right here, dog. You need to call in, dog, because this is what I'm saying is that you see why y'all act the way y'all act. Y'all are passive. Y'all can't stand on your own principles as a man and defend a position. You wanna type all this shit. You need to call in and stand on shit like a man, because the thing is, all these women in here, they can tell most of y'all have not got any pussy.
See, put that question back up. See, I'm gonna show you how unintelligent guys are, right? I'm about to get them. Right? So he says the body count don't matter when it comes to preferences. Then what's the point in asking an indirect question and being insecure about body count, the same as being insecure about hold on about her being home at 1:30? See, only insecure guys think like this, right? See, he thinks us giving women a curfew is about us being insecure. I want every guy to think about. Hold on real quick. See, I want every guy to think about something. When you was a kid, your father, assuming you had a father, you know what I'm saying, or your parents, They gave you a curfew. Them giving you a curfew had nothing to do with being insecure. They have boundaries. That's their house. You can't just walk into their house any old time of the motherfucking morning. There you go, Anthony B. It's about respect. It's not about insecurity. See, when you set boundaries for women, you can quantify the boundaries you're setting because you can prove it. If I tell her, be home by 1:30, and she ain't home by 1:30, I can prove that she's being disrespectful to my boundary. When y'all talk about body counts, you can't prove that. So even comparing the shit is stupid.
Yeah, and again, 1:30. I guess because you again, Crook, you never had a woman that's on your program. You want her safety is part of your concern when she's on your program, and you do not. And sometimes you see things that sometimes they can't see.
Yeah.
So you want to make sure leadership showing her that I got us. Not saying you can't go out and have a good time, but again, Fifth, like Zach and I was saying earlier, you missed it. This conversation, Crook, we won't have to have that because they don't want to go out when everything is in the house. So please understand, dog, it's two totally different things, dog. Because you haven't had any women, your woman's going to keep going out and keep chin checking you and keep doing what the fuck she want to do because you're not a man in her eyes. And it goes back, and when we're going to get to this video, goes back to this video where this woman recognized he a punk. Let's play it. Guys got questions, put a cue. Let's get it done. Check this shit out. Listen to this shit, fellas.
5 doesn't work for me. Okay, I say 4. Cool. Not a problem in my mind. So, but if you have a specific time in mind, that's up to you to voice that. You're like, Aaron, I don't want you home at 5. I want you home at 11:30.
Can you pause it? She proved the point. She proved the point that all of us have been telling y'all for years.
Tell them.
Women will do what you allow them to get away with. She's saying, set the boundaries that you want me to follow, I'll follow it.
Yeah.
If you don't set boundaries, I'm gonna do what the fuck I want.
All right, let's get this call
Yeah,
right.
and I'm not to be played with.
Oh no, area code 401. What is your name, sir? And what's your question?
Yo, good. How you doing? My name's Kingston, and my question is: I have a situation dealing with 2 women, and I don't know how to approach it.
Kingston, you don't have 2 women. You don't need to lie, but you can ask your question, dog. You don't have 2 women, dog. Come on, Kingston. I know you're gonna answer, but come on, Kingston. Let me explain why you don't have a woman. If you had 2 women, you wouldn't be asking the question you're about to ask, dog. But go ahead. Let's make this up. You have 2 women. What's the problem you're having, Kingston? What's the problem?
So there's this girl that I used to mess with back like a few months back, and I used to date her, and then we broke up. And there's this girl that I'm talking to now, but all we're doing is just smashing, and that's it, really. But according to what someone told me is that the girl that I'm just messing with now went up to the girl that I used to mess with and said that they have a problem.
How old are you? How old are you, dog? How old are you? Are you in high school?
I'm 18, sir.
Okay,
Yep.
come on, dog. What is your question then? What, you want to confront the woman because some fucking?
Are you in high school?
No, he's out of high school. You out?
No,
of
he
high
said he's
school?
18.
Well, 18 is something. Wait, are you out of high school or in college, young man?
No, I'm in high school, sir.
Okay, well, we can't.
Have a good day.
You have a good day, sir. We can't talk to kids, buddy. Y'all have to be.
To be graduated from high school.
Y'all got to be graduated from high school. We can't interfere in young love.
We're not gonna be a part of. We're not gonna be a part of your prom problem. You know what I mean?
We can't interfere in love.
Yeah, I mean they gonna do that in high school. You know what I mean? We may be talking about a sophomore too. We don't know. You know what I mean? Gotta be out of high school, Brody.
Yeah, you gotta be out of high school, buddy. But y'all got a question. Put a cue. We got y'all. Let's continue. Here we go.
And I'm like, oh, well, 11:30 is a little early, and then we can go from there. But at the end of the day, I didn't say no to your not coming home at 5. I said, cool, I can get with that. I will come home at 4.
No,
that's the issue.
I feel like
hold on. Go back. And I want you to rewind this. And I really want y'all, if you can rewind it just a little bit. Well,
I'm gonna try. Fuck you, Fib. You fuck. Hold on, wait. I did it. I think I did it. Here we go.
I want you to watch her pointing her finger.
Pointing at him. Yeah, watch this.
I can get with that.
Boom.
I will come home at 4.
And that's the issue.
I feel like that's if the conversation.
I don't do hot hands, dog. Those Those type of hands, the gestures. Yeah, I don't do any of that. And I don't do. She was pointing at him, Zach. She was
also the whole neck gyrating and all the histrionics and dramatic shit. I don't do none of that shit either.
Yeah, you better be home. You better be home at 1:30.
Yeah,
okay? If you're not home, by 1:30, then look, look for a new man. You know what I mean, because I ain't the one for you.
Yeah, real quick, Jillian, if he's serious, he'll call in. If he's serious, he'll call in. That's why we ignore it, because I don't believe that motherfucker's serious about his question. He's not serious. If he's serious about that question, he'll actually call in.
Yeah. Do y'all know I actually changed the locks on the chick one time, dog? I told her not to do something. She did it while she was gone. Nigga, I went to Lowe's and changed the locks and shit.
All right.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. Oh, hey, ask Jay Roman on Saturday what he did when the woman was tripping. He'll tell you, he a cold cat, man.
Yeah, bro.
Call me up and everything, man. You know, we had to go do a whole lot of stuff, man. Bitch, it's over.
Look. And the funny part, both our names was on the mortgage, but bitch, you no longer live here.
Yeah, that's what he said.
I told you not to do that shit. You did it. You know what I'm saying? And I changed the locks and shit.
All right, here we go, guys. Guys, got a question? Please put a Q.
Very specific. I feel like if someone comes to you and says more specifically, I don't like how late you come home, and that's a different word, right? Usually, yeah. As opposed to
no. And see, this. Hey, let me let y'all know something, man. When you're a guy, don't worry about your words gently landing.
Fuck.
You tell her how it is, and you really want to put a little extra butter on that bread to make sure she understand that you're not to be fucked with.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, so I'm not a guy who's gonna be like, you know what, I just want to let you know. I'm not him. This is me. Look here.
Yeah.
You have two choices, and both of them are the same. You come in no later than 1:30.
That's it.
If you don't come in before 1:30, then don't even discuss anything with me. We are now broken up. So I'm letting you know this is the situation. There's nothing outside we need to talk about.
All right, I think this is from Africa. 2-1. What's your name? What's your question? Country.
Hello, Steve. My name is Imam.
Okay, Nigeria, right? What's going on, brother? What's up?
Your voice.
Yes. First, hello to Kayzay.
What up, man?
And second, my question is, am I fucking up with? My question is, am I fucking up when I'm not being sexual to girl that I'm trying to set up a date with?
Okay, so
I didn't understand what he said.
So he says, is he wrong for not being sexual?
I put it in one line, so that's why.
Is he fucking up for not being sexual with the chicks that he's trying to go on dates with? Here, fuck you, you average motherfucker.
So caller, real quick. So this is what I would say about me, right? I'm a sexual being. So as soon as I walk up on a woman, I exude sex, right? So I don't have to try and be sexual because I am that, right? So oftentimes before the first conversation ends with a woman, I already know if she wants this dick or not. You know what I'm saying? The problem with a lot of you guys is y'all offer dates to women and y'all have enough time to have the appropriate conversation, but you don't say what needs to be said to find out what you need to find out. What y'all got?
Right.
So caller, do you want to be sexual with these women? Why aren't you being sexual with these women?
Yes, I do, but I approached this girl yesterday, and I cannot see her again until. And I took her. She write down her Instagram, and she followed me back. We talked like today, and I cannot see her until next week because I'm having a holiday with my family too far away. So I don't know if I don't know.
So
it will take too much. Okay.
Yeah, so the sexual part, I'm gonna go with what Zach said because it's hard for me to understand you a little bit, brother. So I'm gonna go with what Zach said, man. I'm not going even.
Okay.
Is this the girl you want to? Is this the girl that you've been talking to us about? That's like your parents don't want you to go because of the animals and shit that drive on that bus and shit? Is this what you're talking about?
No. I'm just I'm 200 miles away from her right now.
200 miles away.
200 miles away. So your parents told you can't go. Remember?
You can't find another chick. You can't find another woman who's right across the street.
Disgusting.
Bro, you can't find a woman that's a zebra rider away. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, I mean, I
Man, I would come out, man, in Nigeria, bro. I'm gonna tell you right now, it would be like a WWE entrance, dog. Me walking down the street, dog. It would be like Cody fucking Rhodes. I'll be fucking coming down the street. These bitches will be coming outside, dog. Dog, it's terrible. It's terrible.
Yeah. All right, buddy. So, any other questions, big guy?
No. Thank you for the response.
All right. When do you go back to school?
Next week.
Shout out to Nigeria, man. Shout out to you, brother.
Yeah. So you get to see her next week. Are you still gonna take on the ice cream date?
200 miles away.
Yes, I do. That's the idea.
Okay. So all right.
Fuck that, man.
Have you been talking to her on the phone?
I wouldn't give no bitches no dairy on the first date.
No, I said,
hell no.
Dairy? No, you're not getting no dairy, bitch.
Can I put the situation, like, can I talk about the situation, because like
no.
I asked her to see her, like I met her yesterday and I told her I can see her tomorrow. So she said, why you running it? Why you are being so fast? I do have something to do tomorrow. So I said I won't be able to see you again until next week. So
Okay, no, call her. So the next time a woman fixes her mouth to allow her diaphragm to reverberate words up through her esophagus to even ask you, why are you doing it so fast? You should tell her, look, when it comes to my time, I don't play.
He ain't that guy, dog. All right. All right, dog. We'll let you go, buddy. But thanks for the call, okay, buddy?
Okay, thank you.
All right, respect. Shout out to Nigeria in the house. All right, let's continue this conversation that we're having, guys. Lines open. We got a question. Please put a Q. Here we go.
I don't want you coming home at 5 a.m. because, yeah, then we have people like Aaron that says, okay, I'm going to come home at 4.
Usually don't work for them.
Right. So it's just like, okay, well, coming in at the wee hours of the morning is just, that should be a no. I feel like more specifically, that's what needs to be said so we don't get that kind of response. But going back to cause and effect, I feel like the spitefulness of it and how you respond to someone telling you anything like that depends on your delivery. Now, Erin set it up real nice, and she says, you come, you have a conversation, and you say, I don't know how you said it, but she said it real nice. I don't like how late you've been coming home. I think that you should start coming home a little earlier. We're married. I don't think it's appropriate. I'm
not saying no, don't say it like that.
You said something a little different that kind of was like, I don't know how I would respond to that.
See, guys, y'all have to stop trying to, let me tell her in a way that's appeasing to her. Let me let her know I'm dissatisfied with her, but I'm going to say it in a very appetizing, pleasing way that soothes her soul. No, I'm going to tell you very assertively and very sternly, what's up? But go ahead. Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you right now, most women that rock with me though, they'll be like, oh man, what time you want me back?
Yeah, exactly. See what I'm saying?
I'm like, you know what? What's today? The dinner made? Well, dinner's not made. I need you to be home for 10 because I'm gonna be hungry before then. But if dinner's made, 1:30. You know what I mean? But dinner's not made, you shouldn't be walking in the house before 11. I mean, after 11. I need dinner to be made.
Right. No doubt. Here we go. Guys, got a question. Please put a Q. Lines are open, guys. We got 1 hour left of the show. Here we go.
To that, like you said, you coming home at 5 a.m. isn't going to work for me. And I feel like I don't know how I'm going to respond to something like that.
Aaron didn't say like,
what you mean? How you going to respond?
I don't give a fuck how you going to respond. That's my response. I don't give a fuck about you.
Fuck we talking about?
See, Steve. This is what she didn't take into account. Hold on, real quick, lady. This is what you don't take into account. See, I've already factored in all the miscellaneous details of what could happen, right? So all I know is I already know. I'm gonna tell her what I need to tell her. If she don't respond the way I need her to respond, she's gone. So the fact that she has the audacity, the unmitigated gall to say, I don't know how I like that. I don't give a fuck how you like it.
But here's the problem.
Yeah.
Why isn't he checking that motherfucking woman saying this stupid ass shit? Well, he quiet.
He can't.
Oh man, here we go. He can't. All right, let's get a little bit more because we're gonna move to the what you call it. Here we go. Let's get it. Here we go. Let's go.
That's one.
I did. I think she did. She said it nice.
You know what they say when you say I think, that means you don't know. So, but it does not even matter. See, the thing is, me saying,
shout out to you,
5
James. I
o'clock
appreciate
AM is not
that,
gonna
man.
work for me.
Hey, date
It's
means
not me
dick at the
saying
end.
I'm controlling you.
Date means dick at the end. Shout out to you, brother.
Me giving you your ulterior suggestion, 12 midnight is your cutoff time, or 12 midnight is the time that I want you home. If I say, hey, you're coming home too late, I want you coming home at 12, that's more controlling. But if we have a conversation about it,
No!
My God, this is
no.
It's a vaginal nigga right here.
Come on, dog. That's what I'm saying, dog. But
Now,
now,
and a lot of it, what it is like you niggas are afraid to control some shit.
They afraid.
They didn't even say this at the Jubilee where me and Steve was on. I said to them, hey, part of leadership is control.
Mm-hmm.
You need to control certain situations in order for the outcome to reach what you feel like it should be at. Like regardless of how she's feeling. And she'd be like, oh, well, I want to come home at 2:00. You're going to be like, oh, okay. No, you're going to tell her, no. You're going to come home when I tell you to come home. That's what it is. It's a part of control, man. Do you know, even in the Bible, it says you have the authority over the woman. You know what that means? That means you're supposed to tell her what the hell to do sometimes. That's what it is.
Exactly. So, and let me say this. Let me say this real quick to your point, Phil. You can't control the woman, but you can control your environment, right? So, and what I mean by that is this: give women free will. I'm gonna give you free will, but the moment you do something with your free will that is disruptive to what I got going on, we got to have a conversation about that. Right? But it won't really be a conversation. It really will be me making a statement and me looking at you like I better see some corrective behavior. Right? Yeah. So again, you can't control the woman, but you can control your environment. Meaning, when I invite you into my life and you accept that invitation, there are some rules and regulations that come with that. Okay, you just can't come into my life and just kick up your feet. That's not the way it works.
Yeah, go. You got something, Steve?
No. I was just gonna say now we're gonna roll it into the next portion, the next video of him bitching about the count. Now, I wanted people to see how feminine he is to a woman, to see now how feminine he is when he now starts talking about the body count. So now I want to roll into that. So
really quick, what I want to say really quick. Yeah. So I want to let y'all know too, right? So this is how I was taught. I would never forget my father always said, you know why people don't care about 1 in the afternoon instead of 1 a.m.? You know why they don't give a fuck? The reason why is because most of the time you're up and alert. When you are asleep, your job is still to protect this woman. She can call you, something can go on, but guess what time the crime rate increases? The time from 11 a.m. to 6 in the morning. People don't understand that is when crime increases. Well, wow. You don't want your woman out when it's a higher chance of something to go wrong. We're not telling you this because she's out fucking. People fuck at 10 o'clock in the morning. Like, it don't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
It matters on whether or not, for one, I'm going to sleep. And guess what? Your ass need to be home before I sleep. And not just that, if I am sleeping, I'm probably on the couch waiting for your motherfucking ass to get home sometime because I'm falling asleep watching the game. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna wait till she get home to make sure she's good. Because that is what protection looks like. This is your woman. This woman is the one that you done coached up to be something special. You gotta look out for her, man. And a woman wants you to look out for her. They want that shit.
Facts.
All right, here we go now. Let's get to the body count. Here we go, guys. Check this
about it as how many people do I have to share this girl with? You know what I'm saying? Like, if this is gonna be my wife, how many people am I really have I shared this girl with too? So if she has 100 body counts, a man might not be like, yo, I don't want to have this girl who had 100 other men. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has different thresholds. Another thing is gonna be like, if she has a high body count, why is she either weak-minded in the decision-making skills, or is she just foolish? And that plays a long part with the person that you're dealing with.
Can you pause it? Yeah, okay, this is the fundamental mistake that people make when we talk about sex. Because he's talking about women being foolish, right? And bad decision making and all of that, right? If you're dealing with a woman who makes all the men wear condoms, she takes her sexual health very serious. She goes to the doctor. She gets all her tests, right? She takes care of her body. She makes sure she washes her ass on a daily basis. You can't really say she's foolish. She's just a lover of dick, right? Mm-hmm. What makes a woman foolish is when, because having sex is a chance anyway. Anytime you have sex with somebody, you're always taking a chance of something happening, period. But there's a calculated risk in just being foolish. Right, being foolish is having unprotected sex with random men. That's foolish behavior. But y'all got it.
Yeah, here we go.
That's the same thing if I was a guy and I was selling drugs and I kept going back to jail. And you're like, well, why are you keep on making the same
Okay, can you pause it? You see what he did? You see what he did? He literally compelled a criminal to a woman hopping on a dick. He literally compared women having enjoyable sex with a guy who's a criminal. Committing crime. This is how these guys think. This is how they literally think is women having sex is so bad. He's literally equating it to a guy committing crime. This is sad.
Yeah. Guys, got a question. Put the queue lines open. Here we go, guys.
You just foolish. So like we look at that the same way for women who are just opening their legs for whomever it is. Is it a double standard where a girl could just have sex and not care about a guy? Yeah, you know why it's a double standard? Because for majority, it's unrealistic. Majority of women are not just gonna have sex with a guy and forget about him tomorrow.
It's not fair to call.
Pause. Hey, hold on. Y'all don't know women. Women are some ruthless motherfuckers when it comes to casual sex. Yes, they will. They will fuck you and forget. Yes, they will. But go ahead, fam.
All right, guys, got a question. Put the queue lines open, guys. Here we go.
A girl foolish for believing what a man tells her and having sex.
Yeah.
And we're
human, just like you.
Okay, can you pause it? Can you pause it? Okay. What she said was disingenuous, right? The people where I'm going. She said you can't call a girl foolish for a woman believing what a man tells her. She's trying to act like every time she had sex, it was because a man told her something. And no, bitch, you had sex because your pussy got wet. Like women, like we gotta stop lying and pretending like you had this long courting process where a guy said all these wonderful things to you.
Well, a lot of times they do that because they know they about to be shamed.
Yeah, exactly.
But a lot of that they make that up because they know somebody. Oh, so you was easy, motherfucker. Just brought you to the car, huh? They just want to shame them and shit. You know?
Area code 478. What is your name, sir, and what's your question? 478.
Here's Ohio.
What is your name and what's your question? Okay. All right, it's a kid. That's a child. All right, here we go. Here we go, guys. Here we go. Oh, here we go.
Process. If you have sex with one time, 2 times, 3 times,
but we're not dealing with the same person. So how do I know that this person's gonna be on the same shit that this person was on?
Game don't
Who am I supposed to believe, or am I not supposed to believe anyone?
But this is the man's side, though. If you have to think about that and you keep getting fooled, as a man, I don't want to deal with that because when you walk out this door away from me, I don't know where your mind is going. You can get fooled with any fucking thing. If you
these niggas are stupid, bro.
Jesus Christ, man.
These guys are dumb. It's not about a woman getting fooled. They love dick. Guys act like women don't love dick. See, this is the problem with guys. See, they keep talking about a woman getting fooled. And the reason why they keep talking about that is because they're caught up on this thing that a woman has to develop some type of profound emotional bond. No, a lot of times when the women are making the decision to have sex, they like a nigga. Come on, man, it ain't that hard. But go ahead, y'all got it, man.
No, it's all good. Here we guys got a question. Put a Q. We got it. Here we go. Here we go.
They can take everything.
I agree. I totally agree with that.
Yeah, I have some guy friends that know about my wholeness because like it's the boys and like I can open up to them and they open up to me and I know about like the games that they play. But I think for me, like
I definitely would be trying to hit that.
Like you think I do, but I really don't. I'm just trying to get my and keep it moving. And that is different than, yes, I agree. You shouldn't believe everything a man says to you. You should get, in touch with the game. But not every woman is like that. Some women just want to be open and sexual, and that's okay. It's their body. If you don't want to be with them, then don't. They'll be with someone.
But then don't lie about it.
But lie about wait. Lie.
You see, Steve. I know what you're about to say. You see.
Yeah, I don't understand.
No, you see. This is what guys do. Because what he's saying is, so if you're gonna be a hoe, and you're gonna entertain multiple guys, and you're gonna, literally treat dick like musical chairs, can you at least just tell me about it? Why a woman got to tell you about it?
Well,
why she gotta tell you about what she doing?
How is he on that the nerve to say why lie about her when most of these motherfuckers are no game? All y'all do is lie. You got a nerve to tell her don't lie to me, but the majority of you motherfuckers, all you want is pussy. And you lie about it. You pretend to be nice because you want some pussy. So everything most of y'all do is lying, but you want to tell someone not to lie to you when most of y'all lie to them. Shit don't make no sense here. Here we go, guys.
Some women actually enjoy their sexuality. Like they enjoy, like having a good time just like men do. I'm not saying that that's okay. I'm not saying that that's my story. What I'm saying is,
and that's your story, bitch. That's your story. And this is what we're talking about, bitch. You know, bitch. And see, that's why they don't want to play it. Like, see, if I'm on that show,
exactly,
nigga, I'm changing the algorithm. It's gonna be bad on there because they can't compete with nobody like me and how I talk and how I get out.
See, Fifth, you know what I would do, Fifth? I would look at it. I'd be like, cutie, listen.
Mm-hmm.
You really gonna lie to me? She can be like, what you mean? I'm gonna take off my glasses. Look me in my eyes and tell me you don't love dick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Tell me you don't love it. You know what I'm saying? Because if she answers the question, I'm gonna be like, it's okay if you have casual dick. You know it's okay. Because she don't want to admit that.
I'll tell her right away. Look. If I had you up against this wall up over here, just me and you looking at each other, and I am grabbing you with this voice and telling you everything that you're supposed to hear, and what I'm about to do to you step by step. I'm telling you right now, you would do it, and you would tell every one of your friends. It'd be on the first night. You know it.
Guys,
don't fuck with this nigga that is afraid of you coming in at 5 a.m. Fuck with a nigga that you will want to be home with. You know what I mean?
Here we go, guys. Lines are open, guys. Have a question, put a Q. Here we go.
To go out, have a good time, and think, you know what? I'm in the moment. I'm feeling this, the situation or this person or whatever, and they just might want to have sex. Why is it such a big deal? Like, you know how you feel when you do it. So why is it such a big deal?
But it's not Jada. It's the continual what we're talking about.
Like doing it constantly.
Continual process, as if either you don't know that they're gaming you, or if it's okay.
But what if you don't care about the game?
If it's truly okay, then why are we hiding it? That's all that I'm saying.
Yeah.
Hiding what? Y'all shame women so much they gotta hide it. Okay, like exactly. You said they can't handle that truth, guys. They won't be able to handle that.
Well,
they won't be able to handle that, dog.
Here's a little reality that people ain't gonna like. A person's past sex life is really none of your business.
None whatsoever.
You know what I'm saying? Now, I will say this. This is for both men and women. You have every right to ask somebody if they have an STD. Like you can ask that shit.
Oh yeah.
Right. But when it comes to
partner,
when it comes to her actual sexual partners, that's really none of your business. Now, if you a player, women gonna share shit with you anyway. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Yeah. I like that one. Here we go.
I let them know, man. I need to see the paperwork. Let's see the paperwork on this test.
There you go.
Here we go.
If it's just truly, if we're gonna delve into it, if it's truly okay, you don't have to not tell your friends.
But men are hiding
It don't know. This is not what we're talking about, though. We're talking about body count and why women don't say.
But you have people that are in the industry that literally hop from rapper to rapper to rapper, and they love it. It's like, oh, she gotta be that bitch because she gotta be because, and then they continue to do certain things for her. I'm not saying that for everyone, but I'm just trying to get
It's
a
fun,
perspective.
it's a period of time. That's fun. That's like you just tricking on a hoe. I got a pretty hoe with me instead of paying
What?
for it.
Tricking on a hoe.
You see?
Those niggas is wild out here.
You see, so here's the problem, because essentially what he's saying is he just admitted that a lot of these rappers, they have a tricks mentality. They get this really, this chick that they think is bad, that that is a crew hop. She's a homie hopper. She's an industry thought, right? So they get with her because she bad. Like, it's my turn. It's my turn to splurge on her now. And here's the problem with guys who deal with those type of women. How you do one thing is how you do everything. They think they can be tricks and hang around women and be spending money, and that when they go to their relationships, that they're going to be different men. No, you're that same motherfucker. You're that same person. But go ahead. Y'all got it.
All right, guys. Guys, we got about 15 minutes left in the show, guys. People don't got that much longer. Guys, got questions, go ahead and call in or put a Q in there. We got y'all covered. Here we go.
They on ecstasy, they doing drugs, we on liquor, it's euphoria, we at the beach, we having great fucking time, we fucking menaging. Yeah, I'm gonna act like I like you if you would have paid attention to when I was on last time.
But they're getting married to some of these people. I'm not gonna name drop, but of course, obviously, people are getting married.
I seen a couple of these hoes getting married. I seen them. I know their names too. They don't last. Okay. It's only 2 or 3 of them. It's 3,000 hoes out there, and 3 is getting married. So you're talking about 0.001%.
But do you think it's okay for them?
They're not wifing them.
But do you think
Nigga,
it's okay
hold on. That was disgusting. These men swear that they women is not hoes. There was a hole to somebody.
That's what I'm saying.
And these niggas be thinking they women. This is what that dude is just called in earlier. That young cat was like, "Oh, she's 33." He didn't really want to talk about it because, nigga, I'm telling you, your bitch is out there. She's out there living that great life before you, nigga. But you niggas are concerned about the her old work instead of being the real work. You know what I mean?
And fifth, these niggas think they safe. Y'all really think y'all safe? Guys, y'all are not safe out here. I don't care if the woman you're dealing with has 1 body count. I don't care if she was a virgin when you met her. All these women can get got. Look, if any of these women run into a dude that got some game and he got a platinum mouthpiece, she can get knocked.
Yeah, hold on. Let's see here. Wait. Let's see here. He says, it's true, I get mad at the new generation. We used to have women in line for free. I still can't pay time menage way. These new dudes don't understand women. Well, that's true. All right, guys, got a question. Please put a Q. We got y'all. Let's continue. Here we go, guys.
To lie about it because there's a lot of hoes that are getting married that they just don't know that they're marrying a hoe. They just don't know it. If they're not being honest with you about their body count.
Exactly. They don't even. Boy, y'all don't understand what these women have been doing in high school, college, and you met them. Or the
military. The military. If they're in the military for like 4, 5, 6, 8, 9 years,
corrections.
Corrections officers. Oh yeah.
Or remember that one was talking about the nurses. You remember there was a
traveling nurses.
Traveling nurses. Yeah. So y'all don't. Hey, listen.
Stewardesses. Yeah.
Y'all have no idea. You'll never know because these women are just they just good with not showing information. You'll never know. You just never know.
But that's our point.
Y'all talking about a lot of holes and
whether you know or not know. So it's important to hide it.
Hole?
Yeah.
Okay,
y'all keep saying holes and holes.
Can you pause? You know what I can't stand? I can't stand when women try to separate themselves from the other women. I can't stand that.
Yeah, I'm not like them other women.
I can't stand that. Fifth, I can't stand it because here's the thing. This is what I know. When you talk about promiscuity, right? That's subjective. What one person believes is promiscuous, another person doesn't. So a lot of times when women say hoes and all of that, these women are fucking too They're just not fucking at the rate she's fucking. So to her, she's not a hoe like her. But you still out here. And I'm not judging. I'm just saying, when I see women separating themselves like, man, them hoes over there, like she all special, I'm looking at her like, bitch, you too. Get your ass in that group.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
You ain't special.
Yeah, at all.
Or if you got a hot body, we're talking about body count. A body count is
So are you guys
body.
considering these hoes and whores the girls with the high body counts? Because I can tell you right there, that's why they don't say shit.
Right.
Because why?
I
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. I totally agree with you.
And you don't know that they're whores.
No, yeah, because if I'm gonna be considered a hoe, if I'm truthful about what my real body count is, I'm not really gonna get nowhere. I could get wiped up, and here you are talking about it ain't real. They gonna break up in 2 years.
Hey,
That's
real
a hoe.
quick,
He not
real
gonna.
quick. See, can you pause it? Okay, so guys, real quick, I want guys to understand something. Internet has fooled you guys. Okay, and let me explain by the internet. I'm talking about social media. This is what I mean by it's fooled you guys. See, the fact that you can get a lot of information where you can get insight to a lot of these stories and people's lives and all of that, right? A lot of people think this information is going to be readily available to you when it comes to all these women you're dealing with. No. There are women out here who are very adept at keeping their personal sex life personal and private, and you will never know anything. See, what guys don't understand, for all you guys, let's say you're dating a woman. Let's say you live in Texas. You live in Houston, Texas. This woman that you're dating, she's not born and raised in Houston, Texas. She's born in Idaho, right? So she went to high school in Idaho. So there's all types of whole facts in Idaho you don't know about. And what you don't know about, when she went to college, that 4-year university, but it took her 6 years to graduate. I wonder why she was there so long. So she went to school in California. So there's 6 years of fucking she was doing in California that you don't know about. You're in Houston, Texas. There's whole facts in Cali. There's whole facts in Idaho, right? So you think you good. There's a lot of shit you don't know. And I'm not judging women. What I'm telling you is there's a lot of shit about a woman's past you will never fucking know. So why concern yourself with it?
Never. And you don't want to know. You don't want to know. You don't want to know. I'm telling y'all guys, you don't want to know. Y'all don't want to know.
So he didn't really wipe her. They get married all the time.
If I'm marrying you, right? When I talk to you, if I know I've been a whore, which I was, and I told my wife, I told her every fucking thing. Okay? There was no holding nothing back. The very first week she met me.
So you didn't take to the grave.
Yo, a nigga, no, I told my wife because I'm committing to her. I'm not telling my boys and all the rest of that type of shit. Now, if niggas is there, cool, that's a whole nother topic. I told my wife, right? A very next week, a dude came in and said, yo, don't fuck with him. He turns bitches out. He does this. He spend money. He does all this wild shit. And she said, he told me. It was nothing a man could say from that point. So if you want to be real with your nigga, you would want to tell him, my body count.
No. It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. It's not the same thing.
I made mistakes, nigga. I went through a whole phase in 12th grade. I did this and I did that. Because if you run into a motherfucker, the last thing you want a man to do is be in love with you. And Rico says she's a
you see that? See, pause right there. And that's y'all problem. Guys, right there. He said it right there. Y'all fall in love with these women with your tender dick asses. And then what happens is, because you catch these feelings for these women, you start tying emotions to the sex. Y'all sound like women. That's shit that women say.
And jealousy and insecurity because you find her so special. You have painted this picture of her. They paint this, she's so perfect to me. She's so perfect to me. But guys, some of y'all will say, well, she's so perfect to me because the way she fucks me. How do you think she learned? How do you think she learned? Right. She's so perfect to me. Goddamn, I love how she give me that dome game. How do you think she learned? Y'all understand? You see what I'm saying? I'm just saying, man. I don't understand why Why paint the picture? You gentlemen, remember the game. We don't judge. We accept for what they are. And again, if you wait, Zach, if you feel like she has, then don't mess with her. But here's the thing, Zach. Most guys look at women and automatically think they are sluts because they want to fuck them the first time they meet them. I mean, Zach, they want to fuck them so bad. They don't look. They don't even care about their name or anything about them, Zach. They're like, you know what? How you doing? My name is such. Let's go back to my place and fuck. Let's go back to my place and fuck. And you really think they really care about a body count? Hell, no. It's when she says, no, I'm not interested in you. Then all of a sudden, oh, fuck that bitch. Oh, I know. She probably fucked a lot of guys anyway. Fucking whole ass slut. See, they get mad at that shit, Zach. Here we go. Here we go.
It'll break your whole shit down. And all you had to do was tell him or put your dick on that same line that you want him to put it on and say, like, yo, this is what I did. Take me or don't take me. We will respect that, but you will lose a couple of niggas behind it.
Okay, can you pause it? Can you pause it? Guys, you can't tell women you're going to lose a couple men behind telling the truth and expect them to tell the truth. Steve, Steve, guys, just think about what you're asking women to do. Hey, you're going to lose a couple of guys you really like, so tell them the truth. That's not a good business plan for a woman. That don't even make sense to tell women that shit. Like, come on, man. We got to be realistic. But go ahead, Steve.
Yeah, no doubt. Here we go, guys. Got a question. Put a Q, gentlemen, and call in, guys.
Okay, Jillian T. Hold on, Steve. Okay, my bad. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. What you want to say?
Jillian T. Right there. And here, look. Sometimes, man, women, I feel y'all pain because you're damned if you do and damned if you don't. Like Jillian said, if they fuck you too quick, they're a slut. If they make you wait, they're playing games with you and they're teasing you. They can't win.
And guys, if you have a question, please put a Q. Any dating, women, any kind of questions, guys. Lines are open. Y'all can ask about anything, guys. About 38 minutes left in the show. 38 more minutes left in the show. Here we go. Let's get it.
Let me give you a situation.
Okay.
Say I told my partner I have 10 bodies. Could be the truth, could be a lie.
Whatever. No, you only have 2 bodies.
Some guy comes, tells them otherwise. Yo, this happened last.
You know, wait. You know what, Zach? Real quick, that's one thing I can't stand.
Yeah.
But because she might be lying about her number.
Yeah.
But I don't like them gossipy motherfuckers. Okay, like I say, dog, it's I don't know, Zach. Like Fifth said, you know, like I don't. I don't. That's weird. Like, okay, like, well, hey man, she's been fucking everybody, but you know, there's some motherfuckers that lie to throw salt. You know what I mean? I always used to call him Mr. Salt, Zag, and what a Mr. Salt is the guy that will say something to a woman about you, like he'll tell a woman, "Oh, don't mess with him. He got a lot of women." But these same guys that'll come to you because they want her so bad, they'll try to throw salt at her and say, "Oh man, yeah, she was fucking the whole football team or something like that." I mean, just
that bullshit, that kind of bullshit.
Yeah, that's that bullshit, dog. It's weird how things are going today because a lot of guys are just acting more feminine. But here we go, guys. Here we go.
Month, blah blah blah. Maybe not last month. Let's say last year.
I got you.
I'm not a hoe.
I got you.
Last year, blah blah blah. I don't find no reason that my partner could come back to me and be like, "So you didn't tell me about this because I told you I had 10 bodies." Now, did I give you a story for every single one?
No, I'm not looking
that's
for
not
that.
But actually, that kind of it matters because if you got train ran
with 3 niggas, exactly.
You're done up.
But that occurs within girls.
All right, let's grab this call. Area code 215. What's your name? What's your question, sir? How can we help you?
Yes, I've been feeling like.
Okay, sir. What's your name, buddy? Whoa. What's your name, buddy? What is your name and what's your question? Your name first. What's your name, man?
No, Tom. Quan.
Quan. Your name is Quan. Okay, Quan. Are you on your speakerphone, Quan?
Not anymore.
Thank you. Okay, Quan, what is your question, buddy? How can we help you, man?
Yeah, I feel like I wanted to know more money helps it easier to date a little bit, and I wanted to ask, do you think I should? Is it smarter to get a trade?
Wrong channel. We don't pay for pussy over here. Wrong channel.
You say more money does what?
It makes it easier to
wrong
live
channel.
my the way I want to.
All right, caller, how old are you?
27.
You're 27 years old. Okay, I don't understand something. Who has duped you enough to believe that bullshit you just said, though? Where'd you get this? Where'd you get this information from? Because there has to be somebody that has manipulated you to make you believe that shit. So I'm just asking you, who duped you? Who got you?
Nobody. I'm talking about experience.
Wait, you got experience. If you have experience, I don't understand. Why are you calling us if you have this quote unquote experience?
I'm saying the money part and the connection when you're dealing with women or your lifestyle or whatever.
There is no connection. Let me talk to him.
You got it.
Okay, so caller, this is what you have to understand. Sexual attraction is a natural connection that a man and woman has. Okay, when you talk about money, right, that's a man-made thing, right? The concept of currency is man-made, right? So that means it's something that's manufactured. It's something that's not really real, right? So what you need to understand is the most potent way, the number one way, the most natural way, the best way to attract women is to be sexually appealing to them. Now, if you lack game and if you lack sex appeal and you don't know how to talk to women, then you can use money as a shortcut, right? But typically guys who do that, they normally don't have any dignity. So, I mean, you can do that if you want.
Well, wait. So let me ask you a question. So you say it's about money, right? It's about making money?
Yeah, it's more of a money question than a.
Because you feel that you need to make money because you said you have experience. So you say you have to have money to get women?
No, not to get women, but if I meet a woman, then we go out to drinks, and then I might have sex with her, but then the next morning I'm like, oh man, I spent too much money last night.
Right. So let me ask you this question. Mr. Money. You're on a date with a woman. What you talking about? And then I'll tell you why you have to spend money. So you're on a date with this woman because you have all this experience. What are y'all talking about? What is the conversation you had with the last woman, Mr. Experience, that you had? So I can show everybody in this whole room why he's got to use his money. So tell me, what did you talk about?
Well, like I keep saying, I don't have to use my money.
Sir, I didn't ask it. No, sir. I'm getting to the point. I'm asking you a simple question. What did you and this woman talk about so I can prove to everybody listening you've got to use money? So what did you talk about?
Last one, we probably talked about
probably. What do you mean probably? A man isn't a probably.
Yeah, wait, what do you mean probably? I thought you had all this experience. So if you have all this experience and you're dating these women, you should know the last woman you had a conversation with. What did you talk to her about? Or can you just say, you know what? I'm just making all this shit up because I can't get women at all. So are you going to just do that one? Or are you going to tell us what you said to a woman? What did you say to the woman?
Yeah, I'm ready. Okay. Well, what I said to a woman, we were talking about her last experience or situations with guys.
Wait. Okay. So why were you asking her about her last experience with guys?
I wasn't asking about that.
You said you were talking about it. Well, wait, what did you talk about? I didn't say what she brought up. I'm asking what you talked about.
I talked about what I do, what I like to do.
Really?
Go ahead, Zach.
So now, are you trying to date this woman seriously, or are you just trying to fuck her?
No, I'm not trying to date her seriously. I was probably just trying to fuck.
Okay, so you think talking to her about what you do is gonna make her pussy drip, or you think maybe flirting with her sexually will be a better thing to do?
Yeah, flirting with her always works.
So why would you waste your time and talk about all that meaningless shit that don't matter? Why would you waste your time and do that?
That's just how the conversation went.
Well, so you don't dictate the conversations. You let women kind of lead you, and you kind of follow them.
No, I lead the conversation because I know my end goal was the conversation.
I don't think you lead the conversation. This is what I think you do.
Yeah.
What I think you do, my bad, real quick, Steve. What I think you do is I think you temper your words. When I say by temper your words, meaning you are very careful with how you word things, and so not to offend the woman or upset the woman. And also, I think you go out of your way to, at least initially, to conceal the fact that you want to fuck her. And what you try and pretend is you're actually interested in her life and what she does for a living and all these things, which is why you talk about what you do for a living, your passions, your interests, your hobbies, where you grew up at, your siblings, all this shit that you don't give a fuck about. And because you think you have to talk to her about that to get to the pussy. So you're really following her lead.
Well, that's not true. That's just simply not true.
What's not true exactly?
That I talk to her about, my upbringing and all of these other things because I'm interested in her life. Like
no. Those were just examples. No. I know you're not interested. I know you don't care about her day, her evening. You don't give a fuck what her major was. I know you don't care about none of that. Okay, you're only doing that because you're quote unquote trying to build rapport, quote unquote trying to make her comfortable. But you're not really leading the conversation because if someone said, bruh, just tell her to suck your dick and she'll suck it right now, you would tell her that. Right?
I mean, out of nowhere. Like,
if somebody told you, bruh, she will suck your dick if you tell her, I promise you would say, hey, suck my dick. She'd be like, right now? I'll pull it out and suck it right now if you want me to, daddy. You'd be like, no, right now, let's go to my car. Would you not?
Yeah, I guess so.
So why you gotta wait for the woman to make the move for sex when you know you want to?
Because this is the point why he's got to spend money. It all comes back full circle, Zach. Because this guy has to spend money because this guy doesn't have game. So, caller, we appreciate the call, buddy, okay? If you got any other questions, let us know, okay, big guy?
Okay, appreciate it.
All right, thank you. Yeah, man, he just doesn't have any game. Hold on real quick, 610, we got to answer this thing. A-Dog, okay, here's the thing, okay? Here's the thing. The thing is that your problem is that you can't define if there is chemistry because you guys don't understand the kind of game women have. Women could be anything you want, anything they can be that you want them to be. Doesn't mean you have chemistry. He's sitting here trying to tie chemistry into looking down at a woman. What do you mean have chemistry? Because she likes what you like? Because she likes the same things and places that you have? What is chemistry to you, big guy? What is chemistry to you? Zach, what do you want to say to this? We can't hear you, Zach.
No, I'm looking at the thread. Okay, so basically he's responding to, I believe, her comment when she said, one night stand, you're a slut, want to wait, you're a tease, and he's saying you're wrong. So both of y'all are right. Andromeda, Jillian, both of y'all are right. Let me tell y'all something. I'll just speak, on my behalf. Every relationship that I got into started off as a fuck buddy relationship. Even when I was married, all of that. Fuck buddy relationship first. It started off as fucking. It was unadulterated lust between me and these women. And over time, it just grew into something more where I decided to explore it. And it led to something meaningful, right? So me personally, I don't judge women for having sex with me quick. I expect women to have sex with me quick because I view myself as that type of person that a woman would want to have sex with quick.
Yeah. All right, guys, got a question? Put a Q. We got y'all covered, gentlemen. 30 more minutes, less than 30 minutes in the show, guys. Lines are open. Here we go. But is that real quick with that guy? Real quick.
Hello?
I'm sorry.
Hello?
610. I'm sorry. Shit. 610. What's your name? What's your question, man? I'm sorry. What's going on? What's your question? What's up?
Good. Yeah, I'm Shaw 24. Yeah, I approached this woman, and at the interaction, I had a question, right? She
Okay,
said
why
no.
don't you just
Cool.
okay, caller, tell us what happened, please, because we can't read your mind. What happened? What happened?
I introduced myself.
Okay.
And I say, take my number down.
Okay.
But
did you tell her? Did you tell her? Did you tell her why you went over there? Did you tell her why you went over there?
Wait, did I?
Okay, caller, listen. Okay, I got you. Caller, listen very carefully. Listen very carefully what I'm about to say. Okay, listen very carefully. Please listen. And don't interrupt, because I want to say something. I want you to get this. Okay. When you very first approach women, the last thing on your mind should be exchanging contact information. You shouldn't even be thinking about that. The only thing that should be on your mind when you approach that woman that you saw is making sure that she is fully aware of what you want to do. So when you go over there, if you want to fuck her, if you want to offer a date, how you do that, you have the wrong name, Steve.
Oh, my bad.
My bad. So how you do that is you let the woman know exactly what you want to do, and then you get her to consent to meeting you or seeing you. Once she says, yes, I want to do the thing you're talking about, then you say, all right, well, look, here's my number, give me a call, and you set it up. This is what you don't do. You never just give a woman your number or say, just call me sometime. Or can I have your number so I can call you sometime? But you have no rhyme or reason as to why you're even talking to her. Let her know why you're there. Let her know what you're trying to do. Set her expectations so she has something to say yes to. Now, here's the thing. Let's say for the sake of argument, you're having a conversation. Once you have exchanged contact information, end the conversation. Walk away on a good note. Caller, this is what that looks like. Hey, excuse me. My name is Carrie. What's your name is? Tabitha. Well, look, check this out, Tabitha. Look, to be honest with you, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I saw you from across the way. You definitely piqued my interest, visually. But I need to get to know a little bit more about you. I need to make sure that you and I are gonna be a good fit. So how about you and I get together tomorrow night around 9 o'clock? There's this jazz spot that I frequent. Ambiance is dope, music is dope. Why don't you meet me out there? You free? I pause, give her a moment. And she says, oh, that sounds nice. Okay, I'm interested. Well, look, Tabitha, why don't you take my number? Do me a favor. Call me tomorrow morning. Right? I want to make sure that we're still on, ain't nothing comes up, right? We good to go, right? So give me a call tomorrow morning, confirm, we'll go from there. Now, if she says, okay, I'm going to end the conversation now, right? When you were talking just now, after you exchanged contact information, you kept talking to her. What's the point of that?
I didn't keep talking. I just gave her my number.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so what's your question, dude? Okay.
No, my question was for the simple fact that her response, she was like, that was cute, and she was rubbing my back. Like, to me personally, I felt like she was trying to little boy me, but I ain't really take it personal.
It sounds like
because she rubbed your back.
She rubbed your back. I don't understand.
Nah, the way how she said it, it was.
Look at everything you said. You was not clear. Okay, how many times have we told you when you talk to a woman, you let her know why you're going over there? How many times have we told you that shit? How many times?
Every time I call in.
How is it so fucking hard that you can't follow fucking directions?
I do it every time. It's just for this one I did.
Wait. No, you don't do it every time because you didn't do it this time. This time, would it still mean you're doing it every time? So what is your question, man? What is your question? What's up?
No, my question was for that. Like, what?
For what? Why she rubbed
Her
you on your
response, her response that she gave me.
Okay. So let's back up.
Oh.
So, and I apologize for having you do this. Can you repeat what you said to her that made her say that to you? Repeat what you said.
Oh, I can't. All right. I said, excuse me. Introduce myself, gave her my name, and then I say, take my number down. And then she said, that something like that's cute, and she rubbing my back.
Oh, you know why? No effort. Okay, she like it's cute. Look at you. No effort. Okay, this is what I mean. Okay, I want guys to understand something. This is what some women will do. I'm not saying all women do this, but some women will do this. Women have been approached so much by so many guys who are on bullshit, right? What they'll end up doing when they're out with their girls, right? They'll be like, we're going to see what's different about him. So a lot of times when you approach them, they're waiting to see what you're going to do that's different from the other dozens and dozens and dozens of other guys that try to get at them. So when you did what you did, she said, look at little Tink Tink. I wish I could. Look, that was cute. With your little piss poor effort. You didn't, because you never had a conversation with her. You walked up on her. Here, take my number.
Very piss poor, and not even tell her why. So why are you feeling some kind of way? You messed it all up.
Yeah, I didn't see that. Now I see.
Everything matters, young man. And this is why we always tell you guys, everything matters. Everything that you say, everything that you type and text, everything matters, buddy.
All right.
Okay?
Appreciate it.
Respect.
Before you hang up, caller, let me say this. I want to leave you with this. How a woman views you speaks to the type of experience she thinks she might get with you. So when she little boyed you, she was basically saying, I feel like I'm going to get a little boy experience if I fuck you. So I don't think I should do that.
That's not good. That's not good, okay?
All right, got you.
All right, respect. Good call. All right, thank you, call. All right, guys, lines are open. 15 more minutes of the show. Guys, got a question, let us know. Put your Q in there. Let me make sure we're good on all the questions we have. Yeah, guys, we're good on questions. If you got a question, go ahead and put a Q. Lines are open. Here we go. Let's get it. Let's continue this idiotic ass conversation. Here we go.
First 3 times, shit happens when they go away.
But this is the problem, and this is what we're trying to say, right? Like, you know why or how it couldn't have been a problem is if you told him before y'all started dating.
Be straightforward.
Listen, I have 10 bodies.
Wait,
why would a woman do that?
Why would a
why would a,
wait, Zach. This is what they want. Hi, I'm Kathy, and I just want to let you know that I have fucked 75 guys. I mean.
Okay, you know what, Steve? I got it. Okay, fine. Hey, guys, you know what? I think we should sign a petition to put into law where all women got to tell you how many bodies they got before they accept a date. Now, if we're going to put that into law, that means that every man, before he asks a woman out, he should tell a woman if he's ever hit a woman, if he's ever called a woman a bitch, if he's ever cheated. He should admit all that. Hey, I just want to let you know I'm divorced. The reason why I'm divorced because I was smacking my bitch. Yeah, she left me. She was a battered woman. Also, I cheated on her like 5 times. One time I even cheated with her sister. It was kind of fucked up. One of her kids walked in and caught us. Right? I mean, if we want women to tell it all, how could men, are y'all going to tell it all? Are y'all going to tell women all the shit y'all been doing?
But Zach, they they don't really care, man. They don't care about the number. They just want to be the number. They just want to be part of her number. They want to be a notch on her belt, dog. That's they don't care about the number. When they see her ass and titties at the gym, they don't look at the number. I keep saying the clubs, the bars, walking down the street, walking at the park, jogging. They don't care. It's just, remember, Zach, because of their insecurity and they don't have any experience and they don't know how to talk or articulate themselves, they don't want to get shot down or rejected. So what they're doing is actually rejecting the woman so they feel better about themselves for not going up to her, knowing that if they did, she would reject them. It's easy to say, Zag, look at, hey, look, man, look at her ass. I want to, oh, wait. Oh, man, she gonna reject me. You know what? No, I can't talk to her. She got 800 bitches, 800 dicks.
So this is what I would say to guys, right? And see, you got to be realistic, right? So if you're a guy, okay, and you're telling me, I don't want to date a woman who is promiscuous. Okay, cool. All right. Yeah. So this is what you do then, right? When you meet women, don't get involved with women who are party girls, who live the club bar lifestyle. Don't date those type. Date you a chick that spends quiet nights at home and that goes out every now and again, once in a blue moon. Just date a woman whose lifestyle is conducive to your lifestyle, right? Now, that's all you got to do, right? The problem with a lot of you guys, real quick, my bestie, the problem with a lot of you guys is y'all will meet women who live a certain lifestyle. And deep down inside, you don't like the lifestyle, but you like the woman. So what happens is when you guys get to the point where you want to be in a relationship, you never really say anything about the shit that you don't like. So in your mind, because you believe you have no power and no influence, you wait until you get into the relationship falsely believing now that you have the position of her boyfriend, now you have been granted these powers to tell her what to do. Bro, you never had those powers to tell her what to do.
Yeah. Hey, D, it's not D. That's y'all problem. All this married and all this stuff. Hold on. Let's see what he's saying. He's saying, I don't agree doing everything, but at least you give people fair shake. Wish I had more to write, but I can't think of anything else because you're not man enough to call in, dog. You just talking shit, but you hiding behind your fucking words, and this is why you struggling with women because y'all don't know how to stand up as men.
Two of them was in the same time.
Yeah, but it's,
and then what? And you give him.
You worried about.
No, first of all, I would never ever let two guys hit it at the same time. I think that is not okay. But if you are a woman,
okay,
hold
on.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Words. See, Steve, I'm big with words. See, guys, I read in between the lines. She said, I will never let two guys hit at the same time. Hold on. One guy sitting on the couch waiting his turn is not him hitting at the same time. he just waiting for the other guy to get done. See, you see how the semantics, Steve? You see?
They shift, Zach. They shift.
Oh shit!
Oh my God, guys, we got less than 12 minutes left in the show. Got a question? Please put a cue. We got y'all. Here we go.
For me, the way I roll. But if I do have friends that are into that and they're with people who like to hook up with other people at the same time. So they found their match. They found someone who matched them on that sexual level.
Yep. You know how they did that?
They had to be honest about it. Speak about it.
So let me just say, since you guys, wanted to come for me earlier, I told my boyfriend I had a whole phase at the age of 18 and 19. He told me he also had his whole phase when he did it.
Yeah, men don't have a whole phase.
What is a whole phase? I don't.
A man doesn't have a whole phase.
What's that, Zach? What is?
I was born into hovitude. I was born into hovitude. You know what I'm saying? I've been in hovitude my whole life. I don't know anything about a phase. Like I'm married to this shit. What are we talking about?
Get into detail about it, but I must say, I come from a smaller town. He's from Queens. Okay. So I think it's different where if you guys grew up in the same town or in the same place and you guys still hang out with your friends from high school and she's lying on her body count and you guys are at a party and she had sex with like 3, 4, 5 different guys in the room and she never said anything, then I think that's disrespectful because I will never bring my man now in a room with guys that I know would be there that I hooked up with because I don't even want to put myself in that situation. So
Can I just wanted to say something before I lost it. And this is no judgment to you, by the way.
Okay,
I swear.
wouldn't even be offended.
Don't apologize. It is a judgment. We about to judge her.
Back in the day, we had a rule. We never trust out-of-town girls. Because out-of-town girls will be doing crazy shit in their town, and then they try to come into our town.
Why would you care? Why would you care? Hey, guys, okay, so let's go with that, Steve. Let's say she was the world's biggest hoe when she was living in Idaho somewhere, right?
Right.
And she moved to Fort Lauderdale, Florida, right? And she says, I'm going to reinvent myself, right? You know, I'm going to start, you know, lighting incense and doing yoga. I'm just going to reinvent myself. Is she not allowed, Steve, to reinvent herself?
They all reinvent themselves, dog. They all do it at some point in time. That's what people don't understand. All women do that. They clean up their act and reinvent themselves. They do it not even clean up their act. They reinvent themselves in the spring by the spring line or the fall line, the summer line. They're always reinventing themselves through the fashion, trying to cover up certain things. So it's just, you know what I mean? So let's see here. D says, he asked a question, why are we ducking transparency? It's like it's a bad thing to give someone the option to choose what they're dealing with. That's deceptive. How about standing on who you are? But
a woman fucking a lot of men is not who she is. It's what she likes to do. But yeah, y'all don't understand. For a lot of people, sex is fun. It's a hobby. It's a favorite pastime. That's not who a woman fucking a lot of dudes, like me fucking a lot of chicks. That's not who I am. That's shit that I've done. But go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. So I mean, but that's what I'm saying. For you, D, is that you aren't standing on who you are. You're a brown circle with the letter D. At least, and I'm gonna show you, at least some of these people in here are showing who they are. And look at you, dog. You, my friend, have the circle D, but you have the nerve to add. See what I'm saying, Zach? You want to talk about how about standing on who you are? You are too ashamed to even show who the fuck you are. So how can he ask the question, Zach?
I don't. This is my thing, Steve. I'll just
go ahead. You got it.
Just when we talk about some manhood shit, just the foundation of being a man, right? When you're a leader, you never ask people who follow you. You never ask them to do things you wouldn't do. A leader will never ask people that are subordinate to him to do things he himself wouldn't do. And I alluded to this earlier. You guys can have whatever dating preferences you want. You're entitled to that. The problem is you need to be consistent about your beliefs and your behaviors. They need to align. A lot of you guys, you're inconsistent men, meaning your actual behaviors, the things you engage in, they don't match your beliefs. So when you meet women, there's a contradiction in terms. There's a contradiction of beliefs and values. And it reveals itself over time. And the relationship goes to shit because you're not consistent and congruent with how you move. But you expect a woman to have standards you yourself don't possess.
That's what I'm saying, man. That most of these guys lie to women. It's crazy. And then y'all get mad at them for lying to you. It's amazing. Here we go, guys. We got about 5 more minutes left. Got a question? Please put a Q, gentlemen, or call in. Here we go.
I agree. And we used to be like, and we all, as a young man, we all bit the bait and say, yo, I got her. She's from such and such. Until you meet such and such from such and such.
And they be like, she was going to town.
Exactly. So like.
So what? So what?
I've seen, what happened?
She said, where's the small town that you're from, by the way?
No, but I don't think that would be the case with me, but I'm just saying, like, you have to, out of town, I definitely understand because that's how we would feel when we were at high school parties and a guy would bring, an out of town girl, we would be like, that girl's definitely a hoe. And then we would find out that she is. But you're
because
grown.
because
You're grown.
hoes
Like,
know
this
hoes.
time has.
God damn it! I can't stand when women separate themselves from other women, dog. I can't stand that shit. Hoes know hoes. Like, we gotta stop that.
Like, you know, the same way that I hooked up with someone when I was 18, 19 years old is not even the same way that, like, I probably wouldn't even hook up with you at this point in my life. So it's like, why are you going to be worried about?
But it's not about that. What it is like, it's more so like for a man, we just want to know what we have. Like, just respect that. And my thing is, I don't like, is like when I try.
Yeah, and my real quick, you got 30 seconds of calling because I'm gonna kick you out, dog. Because you fucking bullshit, and I can't stand people like you. You got 30 seconds to call in. You gotta get the fuck out this room. Go ahead, Zach. You got it, man. I'm kicking you out, man.
Guys, if you want to know who you have in a woman, see, the problem with a lot of you guys, you're trying to use her sexual past as a qualifier or as a barometer when it comes to her character. The problem with trying to use her sexual past to do that with is you can't measure that. You can't quantify that. You can't prove anything, right? You're literally at the mercy of whatever she tells you. You can either choose to believe it or not believe it, but you really don't know. So the only way you can really see who you got in a woman is to provide her with some instructions, to see how cooperative she is, to see whether or not she's down to show you deference, humble submission, and respect, right? And if she follows you, she is showing you who you got. She is showing you who you got in real time. You can quantify, you can measure her behavior based on how she's acting in real time. You can't do that with what happened with her past.
Okay, I call Eric on 702. What's your name? What's your question?
Hello, it's Trey. I'm calling in. I was the one in the chat that you guys said you would kick out because of the question.
Because you should have been fucking calling in, dog, asking why the fuck do you keep sitting around saying they're not answering my question? Why the fuck don't you call in?
Oh, I didn't know. I literally cannot tell if they saw the question or not.
What is your fucking question?
Well, my question was, do women actually care about a man's past? Like, for example, you know, if he, I didn't want to say it like live like this, but if he had issues in the past where someone had did something to him and it was homosexual, like, do they care about if a man has had a homosexual thing in the past?
We ain't gonna entertain no stupid ass. That's why I had to kick him out.
So let me say this. Y'all need to stop comparing men and women.
That is so weird.
Like stop comparing. Stop doing that. And guys, look, again, Steve, let me just say this. Guys, whatever beliefs y'all have, y'all can keep y'all beliefs. What I'm telling you is a lot of you guys, you're worried about the wrong shit, right? What does a woman's sexual past got to do with whether or not she's going to respect me right now? What does a woman's sexual past got to do with whether or not if I offer this date, is she going to show up on time? Right? What that got to do with that? Come on, man. Y'all worried about the wrong shit.
Always worrying about the wrong stuff. All right, last go round, guys. We're about to wrap this up. Here we go.
So,
last round.
like, all us men try to tell women what we're looking for, and y'all try to debate with us
No,
on what we looking for.
hold on, pause. My bad, Steve, I got to do. Why would I tell a woman what I'm looking for? Steve, do you know what you're looking for, Steve?
Thank you.
I'm not looking for nothing. I've already found me. Steve, I found me. There's nothing to look for.
What are we looking for that? You know what? That's why they always say, I'm looking for someone I can connect with. I'm looking for someone I have chemistry with. I'm looking for somebody and fill out the blank. So what they're saying is because I lack, Zag, those things, I'm looking for a woman to fulfill those things in me, like you're saying, Zag. You ain't looking for anything because you already got everything you're looking for.
Come on, man. What are we talking about?
All right, last question here before we wrap it up. This gentleman says, what's the difference between submission and being subservient to you?
Okay, this is what I would say. I want to make this clear. I do not want a subservient woman. I don't want a brainless, mindless chick that's just gonna do whatever, right? I want a woman with some sense, right? Submission is when a woman defers to you. She basically says, I trust in your leadership. I believe in where you're leading us. I'm going to defer and submit to you. Subservient is basically kind of like being a child, where your parents can tell you what to do and you really can't really say nothing and shit. Right? I don't want that with my woman.
Hold on, I actually hit the wrong button. Let me call this person back. It's no, it's my last call. Yeah, I can call him back. I made a mistake. Sorry, we actually hung up on you. What's your question?
Hey, how you doing? It's Jay calling from Pittsburgh. How you guys doing tonight?
How can we help you, Jay from Pittsburgh? Sorry for hanging up on you. What's your question, man? What's up?
Oh no, it's all good. All good, brother. All good. So I just got one question for you. What do you think is the biggest mistake guys make when they approach women on the street?
You want to know what the biggest mistake is? When they think about what other guys think about approaching women on the street. Why do you care about what other men are doing, big guy? Why do you have the thought process of worrying about what other men are doing? Why do you care so much about what other men are doing? Now we're gonna have dialogue real quick. Can you please answer that question? Because that's the biggest problem. Because you shouldn't be thinking about another man. It's homophobic. Why you don't go out of here walking out your door saying, well, I wonder what other men are doing today. Well, I wonder what their problem is and what they're doing today. What motherfucker talks that way, young man? Does that make any sense?
I mean, this is your show, and I understand.
No, sir. But sir, listen, we're trying to educate you. We're trying to get you to change that mentality of thinking about other men and start focusing on you. And until you understand that, you're gonna keep thinking about other men, and that's not masculine. So it'd be better if you would say, what do you think my problem is going out on the street versus other men? Does that make any sense?
Yes, it makes a lot of sense.
So can we focus on you versus a bunch of other men so we can help you? So what is your problem walking on the street?
I don't have a problem approaching.
Okay, when you see a woman, all right, then when you see a woman, tell us what you say to her. Since you don't have a problem, you see a woman, what are you saying?
Hey, I know this is random, but I just had to come and say you're gorgeous, and I just
okay. First off, why is she gorgeous? And we'll get to the second of nice to meet you. Who is she meeting? Because you didn't even introduce yourself. So why is she gorgeous?
Just a compliment, just being positive.
So do you see why, and with all due respect, you have a loser ass mentality? Do you think you're the only motherfucker that's told her that silly, weak ass shit?
Yeah, well.
So then why say it?
Well, all right. So I understand where you're coming from.
No, you don't understand where I'm coming from. I'm trying to help you to get where we're at. You're trying to understand. I'm just asking you a simple question. Why would you tell someone they're gorgeous when you don't even know that motherfucking person? And you think, okay, I'm listening.
It doesn't have to be. It could be anything. Gorgeous, cute, just
but
something.
Why?
But why? Just a compliment.
But what? So why do you hate yourself so much?
Because if I'm approaching her,
yes,
right. What is the reason why I'm approaching her?
I don't know, because you weren't man enough to tell her why you were going over there to approach her. You're just giving her a basic, bland, boring, I can't fuck ass compliment. Like I don't know what to do with a woman, because you still ain't tell the fucking bitch why you went over there.
Hey, I had to come. I thought she was cute, so I had to come and introduce myself. But right, that's the opener.
But
right?
That's not an opener. But I was saying your opener should be closed because that opener is. Zach? Does he not understand that he's one of a billion losers saying the same boring, bland shit?
No originality.
No originality. There's nothing original about you. Basic boy. Now, watch this, Zach. Let's say you exchange information. She called you up. What are you talking about?
Well,
last woman you talked to, she called you, and what'd you say to her?
Well, what am I talking about? I'm trying to meet. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, what are you saying to her?
I mean, word for word. I mean, can't tell you, word for word.
You're a grown ass man. How old are you? Are you 16? Because you can't be in here. How old are you?
I could give you the 32.
So you're 32. So tell us what you say to a woman. The last woman that called you, what did you say to her?
Hey, you know what? I was looking forward to your call. You know, I want to say that, you know, I had a great interaction, and I want to, you know, you seem like a lot of fun. I want to continue this.
Wait, how do you know she's a lot of fun? She just said, hello, my name is Julie.
Well, no. Well, I'm talking about, this is continuation from in person, right? So if I'm in person, so that's the thing. You're skipping steps. So
all right, well, stop. All right, wait. Let's go back. Yeah. You go over there, you say you want to introduce yourself. Then what do you say to her after that?
Okay, so what I say after that is basically, I might tease her. I might make an assumption. I make a statement, right? I'm not asking.
Why? For what? For what?
I'm making statements just to have an interaction with her.
Give us an example of what statement, the last one you said after you walked up and said, I'm going to introduce myself. What did you say next?
You know, you look like you on your way to the gym. You know, something like that. You look like you on your way to the gym. I'm just making an assumption. It could just be anything.
Why?
Or,
why?
You look like.
But why?
You look like your favorite color is pink.
But why?
You know, then. Because
why?
then I get her to interact. Well, yeah, my favorite color is. Well, no, not actually. So she's wearing all pink. If she's wearing all pink, so I say to opener, you look like your favorite color is pink, huh? Because that's my favorite color on the female. And then that's when she goes and she say, you know, oh, my favorite color is pink, or my favorite color is green. And then we have interaction about that. You see what I'm saying?
But what does that have to do with your bottom line? What are you going
so the
over?
Bottom line is, this is all the steps to get to the close.
What's the close? Oh, how? Okay, what's the close?
So basically, the close to reiterate that I have a DICK, right, and that I want to basically see her. I want to potentially take her out, preferably. If I could have a date on the spot, then that'd be wonderful.
But
right?
But hold on. But does your conversation go towards that though?
Yes.
Not at all.
Yes. So if I can't get a date on the spot, if I say, hey, well, what are you doing right now? Well, let's go grab some coffee over here, or let's go grab this, or let's go grab that. You know what I'm saying? Depending on where we near. Now, if she says no, if she's declined, all right, cool.
Coffee for what? Why are you grabbing coffee for what?
Well, that's a date.
But why do you want to date her? For what?
For what? Well, I mean, what what do you
I don't know what's so
what?
funny. I don't know. I'm asking. Okay, caller. I'm just asking you a simple kindergarten question. Why do you want to take her out? For what? What is your end game? Because you haven't got to your end game. For what? What are you doing all this shit for? For what?
Well, the end game is to get her in bed. And to
okay, if that's the case, then why don't you cut all that semantic shit out and just ask for what you want like a fucking man? Why lie? This is my whole point. You're a lying, manipulating, deceptive motherfucker. You're not being honest. You're not taking her out for coffee because you're interested in her. You just want to fuck her. That's all. That goes back, Zach, why they bring up the counts. You can't even ask for what you want. You got to beat around the bush with colors, clothes, and all that other stuff. Then you want to take her to coffee knowing that you don't give a fuck about anything she's saying. You don't care. You just want to fuck. Yes? Yes? It's okay. I'm not knocking you. I'm just trying to get you to your truth. Do you or don't you want to fuck? Yes or no?
Yeah, but
nothing. But do you see why those who get pussy like us always win? And you want to know why? Because we're not lying to women. Number one, we're not disingenuous. We're not playing games. We're not trying to manipulate them. We're honest with them. And here's the thing. Hey, dog, when you know how to fuck, you don't need to fuck Zach because they want to fuck you. But you're not that guy because you're trying to get her in bed by lying to her, making her think you want to date her. You're saying
Actually,
I want to take you out for coffee. So I'm saying, why don't you just cut all that shit out and then ask for what you want? Because watch this, Zach. Watch this real quick. So, caller, let's say she says, I'm going to go for coffee, and y'all are sitting down at the coffee shop real quick. What are you saying to her?
Well, I'm teasing her.
About what?
Just. I mean, like, I'm just teasing her about maybe.
But why would you tease? What mature? Okay, Zach.
It could just be anything.
Zach. I understand.
Enjoying the moment.
Wait, Zach. I get pulling a girl's ponytail in the 3rd grade or 2nd grade while you're in the schoolyard, Zach. I understand that when you're in elementary school. You're a 32-year-old grown-ass man. Why in the fuck are you teasing someone you don't even know? Tease her for what?
Well, that's the thing. So you're basically saying it's okay to fuck a girl that you don't know, but
what
it's not okay
are
to
you
tease
gonna
her.
learn from her by teasing her? What are you gonna learn?
It's just being in the moment and being present and having fun. I actually enjoy meeting new people, right? I actually enjoy the interaction.
But you said your end game is to fuck. So how is goofing off and teasing her gonna get to you fucking?
Well, the whole thing about it, I enjoy the journey to get there.
Zach, is he serious?
I
enjoy the entire journey, A, B, C, D. I enjoy that.
All right. So caller. Okay, cool. All right, I'll give you this. So I would tell any guy this: if you're gonna deal with women, you definitely need to enjoy women. It needs to be fun to you. It doesn't need to be a chore. So I agree. However, at the end of the day, one of the things that we talk about is just getting to the point with women. Don't waste your time. Be efficient and proficient.
Yes. So why can't you do that?
I agree with you.
You don't agree because if you agreed, you wouldn't say all this stupid ass shit you're saying. You don't care about her color pink. You don't care. No, you don't give a fuck, and that's okay. But see, the thing is, you guys are the most disingenuous motherfuckers. But then you want to get mad at women for not disclosing or not for not letting you guys know how many dicks they have. You're the problem.
Steve,
do you understand the pickup is like sales? Do you understand the different parts of the brain?
Zach, is he serious?
Hey, send me the YouTube for that one. Caller, go ahead. What I just in the preface.
Oh, yeah. Wait, give me a second. Go ahead, caller. Go ahead. Hey, Zach. I get Zach.
Yeah.
Right now. Go ahead, caller. No, keep going, Zach. Keep going. I'm doing it right now, Zach.
So caller, I'm sorry, what were you saying, caller?
Go ahead, caller. Go ahead, finish. I'm doing. Go ahead, Zach. You got it. My bad. Go ahead.
So caller, we're talking about something else. It had nothing to do with you. My bad, fam. Go ahead.
No, you're talking about pickup. No, we were doing something else. We're doing something else. I'm doing something else.
Actually, this is the question then.
Oh, shit.
Maybe you could enlighten me.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. Go ahead.
So when I approach a female, right? So that is my analytical mind working, right?
But the game is not about analytical. It's about.
I understand that. But what I'm saying is, so if I'm spitting out analytical and it's going to her in her crocodile brain.
No,
right?
It's not. Oh wait, no. It's not a crocodile. Okay, guys. I hate this so much. You want to know why? Because no. I hate it. I don't hate you. I hate what I'm about to say right now because you force me when I try every show not to give these fucking women credit. You guys force me to blow up their cake ass heads when you say shit like this. You want to say her crocodile mind, but it is you who are so fucking manipulated by her ass and titties. You bringing up a bunch of bullshit. You're being disingenuous. You're being indecisive. You're not being authentic. But you got the nerve to talk about her crocodile brain. But look at your brain. Your brain is so fucked up and you're so influenced by that woman, you feel that you gotta lie to that woman, which technically, is it her that has a crocodile brain? Call her. Look, call her, I'm dead ass serious. I don't hype women up, but we gotta keep it a buck. If they have such a crocodile brain, why don't you ask her crocodile brain ass that you just want to fuck versus all that shit you doing while you're influenced by the woman, dog?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Well, yeah. Well, see, I think you took the crocodile. Do you understand that term, the crocodile?
No, I don't understand because I'm a man. I'm not a pickup artist. I don't understand that homosexual shit. The fuck is that crap?
No. Well, it's the oldest part of the brain. It's the for 5 millions of millions a year. This part of your brain. It's basically the fight or flight part of our brain.
Okay. So caller. Okay, so caller, real quick.
Yeah.
Let's just simplify it. And how old are you again, my brother? How old are you again?
32.
32. Okay, so let's simplify it. Okay, women are not really all that difficult. Now, there are some simplicities to women. Then there are some complexities when it comes to their emotions. But women really aren't that hard to figure out, right? They're really not, right? At the end of the day, what every single woman wants, right? Regardless of whether they admit it or not, women want to fall head over heels with a man that cares about them.
Yeah.
They want to be loved and cared about. And they want to be loved and cared about by a guy that they are attracted to who can fuck them good on a regular basis. Okay, women want this, right? Now, here's the reality of it for women. Here's the reality of it. Most women are not going to be fortunate enough to get into a relationship with the guys that they always want, right? So there's going to be times where they encounter guys that they are really attracted to, physically, sexually, and otherwise. And what happens is, in some cases, these women got to realize, damn, I can't have a relationship with all the guys I really want. So there's going to be times where I'm either going to have to settle for some dick or I'm going to have to leave guys alone, right? Your job, this is your job as a man. Your job as a man is to say, I know what I'm willing to offer women and I know what I'm willing to not offer women. So when I meet women, let them know where I stand. Let me set her expectations. So I'll use myself as an example. And I'll tell any woman right now, no woman is going to get a sexually exclusive monogamous relationship with me. Period. It ain't gonna happen, right? They're sharing me, right? So any woman that deals with me, they gotta know whether it's casual or otherwise.
They're not the only one.
They're not the only one. So
that's honesty, Zach.
It's just honesty. So now the woman knows. She has full disclosure.
Yeah.
She knows if I fuck with this guy,
that one,
this is what I have to expect. So now she can sit there to herself and she can say, is it worth it to me to move forward with him? Am I attracted enough to him to do it his way?
Based off of honesty. See that? You want to give women the free will to make the decision. You're not doing that when you're going for coffee and pretending that you're actually interested in her and all you want to do is fuck her, big dog. You're being disingenuous. Why take her to coffee if all you want to do is fuck her? No, it's a simple question. 32 years old. It's not hard.
You know what, Steve? Guys, I got a challenge for all you guys. Do y'all want to know if you're full of shit? I'm gonna teach you, women. I'm gonna teach you how to get guys to reveal themselves to you, right? Guys, if you're doing a date with a woman, this is how you know if you're real or not. Women, next time a guy offers a date, tell him, we don't have to do a date. We can just fuck. Ladies, if he says okay to fucking, he never really cared about the date. He was just doing the date to fuck.
I always tell them, ask what you want. Yeah, challenge these guys. Take be a more service. Say, what, you want to fuck me or something? And now fucking quiet them up. And no Mars. It's not about the marriage. And these guys, they don't want to marry. They just want to smash. But call her.
No. Miss Barbara Simmons. No. You need to give it up.
Yeah, she said. Wait. Wait. Hold on, caller. We gotta get Barbara. She says, "Don't give it up." Hey, hold on, caller.
No. No. There's gonna be some guys where if you don't give it up, you won't see them again. I'm just letting you know. But go ahead, caller. You got it.
Hey,
I gotta go, guys.
All right,
Let's
Barbara.
talk to you guys.
All right, be selective in who you give it up to. That's what we're saying. Okay.
Okay, bro.
Yeah. All right, buddy. Yeah. Hold on. Oh yeah. So Zach. Yeah. So for all you guys out there, thank you, Barbara. Yeah, Barbara. Just be selective.
Be selective.
Selective. Yeah. But be careful for the guys that are not good at what they do. You want experience. Zach.
Exactly.
You want
exactly.
You
So
want experience. Yeah.
So let me just say this. And I want guys to understand. For all you guys that are out here thinking you're going to be having all of this casual sex and women going to be fucking you left and right and you just going to be busting nuts all over the place. Look, let me explain something to y'all. You better be one hell of a sexually appealing man.
Yes.
If you want women to deal with you on your terms where you guys are fucking and the woman wants more and you're telling her, nah, baby girl, all I got is dick for you. That dick better be so great that she says, fuck it, I'll take it, right? You better be that kind of guy where a woman is going to say, you know what? I really want a relationship, but this shit that you're doing to me, I'll take it for now until I can find a relationship.
Well, and Zag, guys, I don't want to make y'all feel bad, but if you cannot make that pussy here tingle,
there you go.
If you can, hey guys, you take your hands, you put them behind your back. No hands, blindfolded, Zag. You don't even need to look, guys. It's all your mouthpiece. If you can't turn her on, draw her in, then guys, you've got work to do. Because they can recognize the ones that have the mouthpiece versus the ones that don't know what they're doing. So you better know what you're doing. You better know how to talk to them. And that's why, real quick, Zach, that's why you don't have to make it about the sex right away, guys. You can be seductive and smooth and draw her closer to you. Where then, like someone like Barbara, right, that's saying, don't get that pussy up, Zach, will be like, well, you know.
Y'all women, Mars is fun talking about women's pleasure comes first. Y'all women are hilarious. Yeah. Y'all women. See, okay, so let me help women out. See, Mars. I'm what you might call a very attentive lover, right? Right, I'm a very attentive lover. Yeah, we are very attentive lovers. Very attentive, right?
Very
so me, us, right? Being the attentive lovers that we are, right? A woman doesn't have to worry about not being pleasured, right? So, but what she has to understand is that us being an attentive lover is not for her, it's for us, right? So Mars, so being an attentive lover, sometimes you like to see your art being created, what you're creating, right, with your attentiveness, right? So sometimes as a man, we get pleasure from pleasuring, right? Does that make sense? We get pleasure from pleasuring, right? But it's not about you being first. It's about, I like to see the fruits of my labor. I like to see what I just did. I like it. And it just, the byproduct of it is that you will like it too because I'm attentive. But go ahead, Phil.
Yeah, exactly. Look at that. Yeah, so no, you're absolutely right. And that's the thing that we're saying to all you ladies out here. You ladies know, hey, Zach, They know what they know because they're not, Zach, they're not used to guys that saying, I'm not trying to fuck. I'm not trying to fuck. Zach, isn't the orgasm, Zach, isn't the orgasm better when you don't touch them first and you have this kind of an orgasm? Isn't that better than
it's longer lasting. It's not. It's longer lasting. Let me holler at Barbara real quick. So Miss Barbara Simmons,
You got it.
I 100% agree with you.
What did she say?
That sex is definitely a small percentage of a relationship. Now, this is what I will say. This is what I will say, Miss Simmons. Okay. When you're talking about just fucking for the sake of pleasure, sex is very important at that time, simply because that's the main thing that's drawing you guys together. Now, when you talk about a emotionally profound relationship, something more meaningful, Miss Simmons, I agree. Sex is way down the totem pole. I'll put it like this. This is how I put it. When I very first meet women, right, it's going to be a fuck buddy relationship first. So sex is right here. But along the way, if that woman shows me that she's worth more than just sex, and I feel like her and I can have a connection that's profound beyond the bedroom, well, what's going to happen is the importance of sex is going to start to slide down a scale.
Yeah, it's going to drop.
And there's going to be way more things that are more important than sex as time goes on. Sex still, sexual chemistry is still important, but sex slides down the scale.
Yeah, that means that then you're interesting where he wants to get to know you. Zach, then she becomes.
Okay, that can start with yes, it can. Yes. Barbara, Miss Simmons. I've had relationships that lasted years that started off as fuck buddy relationships. Yes, it was just purely sexual. It was very, very lustful. The woman was how can I say? She was very needy for the dick. Yeah. So what ended up happening was over time is, the more time we spend around each other, eventually you get to know people over time. Right, even when you're not really trying to, you kind of get to know people. So over time, Miss Simmons, right, while I'm fucking the dog shit out these women, right, I begin to realize she's kind of cool, right? She can actually hold a conversation. She's kind of funny and she's halfway intelligent. You know what? Let me pay a little more attention to her. So eventually, Miss Simmons, I started to date some of these women, and it blossomed into a relationship. Yeah, that's how it happened.
How many mental dog fucks do you like to have with a woman, Zag? If like she's not close to you, like how many, like do you like give it to her once a week, twice a week? How many times you like to dog fuck her here? Like she's not near you, and
it just depends on what role she's playing in my life. It just depends on what role. I can't give all women that type of access. So it just depends.
Well, the reason why there's so many channels being horrible about women, because they're not us. We don't see women as bad. We just try to teach these guys how to be better lovers and better men. So I don't know why there's so many horrible channels. But if you stay here, you'll learn that the women, it's a safe place for women. Y'all can hang out here, but we're going to talk man things. So you just want to let you warn you on that. So,
So let me address this goofy ass comment. He says, "Leave your comfort zone and care more about her." First of all, hold on, let me say this. First of all, there's no such thing as a comfort zone for a man. No man should ever be comfortable. Right?
Never.
So the fact that you even think there's such thing as a comfort zone for a man, no. Only little boys have safety nets. Grown ass men, we don't have safety nets. There is no comfort zone. We're always maturing, evolving, and growing as men. So there is no comfort zone. Now, when you talk about care about her more, why would I care about a woman more than I care about myself? What kind of that's the worst advice that anybody can ever give a man. That's the worst advice anybody can ever give a man, is to tell a woman, to tell a man to care more about women than he cares about himself? Why the fuck would you tell him that?
Yeah, and it's not being mean to women. It's that women need the leadership guidance of a man that knows, gentlemen, how to say no and know how to walk away. Hey, and that's a good thing, because you don't want to waste your time. You don't want to play games. But if you're playing, Zach, the problem is y'all guys are playing too many games with women. Like I said, Zach, let me tell you the games y'all playing. You're playing a game called I don't like myself, but I expect her to like me. I don't love myself, but I expect her to fall in love with me. I don't respect myself, but I demand her to respect me. Y'all can't do that stuff. Y'all are making too many demands of women, and you're never making them on yourself. And then when they're not doing the thing that you expect them to do, then that's where they get all pissy, Zach. But anyway, she said, no one should care more other than self. Cannot take care of others. Glass half full.
She gets it. I like Barbara. She gets it, because here's the thing. See, shout out to Barbara, right? She is sensible enough to know that just because a man cares about himself doesn't mean he cares less about the woman. He just cares about himself. A man can care about himself and he can care about the woman. He doesn't have to choose the woman over him. Guys, there is no woman on God's green earth that will ever love you as much or more than you love yourself. So like women, there is no man on God's green earth that will ever love you as much or more than you love yourself. Like,
now, shout out to Mars. Mars, we already got that. This is our dry up. So whenever you see this and someone's talking, Mars.
Wait. Passport, bro. No. Oh, hell no.
Whoa, Barbara.
No. Ain't nobody no passport bros. Oh, hell no.
Oh. Hey, Barbara. Whoa, Barbara. Wait, Barbara.
I'm triggered.
Yeah, no, Barbara. Do you think that we cannot get a woman in the States? Do you think
we gotta get on a plane and go pay for some third world pussy? Some third world? Do you think we gotta go pay for some third world pussy where women wear mismatched flip flops? You know what I'm saying? They live in fucking shanty towns and shit. These chicks don't got more than a third grade education. Do you think we gonna go pay for some pussy from those chicks?
Hey, Barbara, we've got a lock on our dicks, no diddy, Barbara. We just don't give our dick away for free. So there is no way that I'm a roll to a third world country, Zach, with some chickens and a few shells and shit. Get some pussy. Ain't doing that, Barbara.
Yeah. And there's nothing, guys, there's nothing wrong with going to foreign countries. I got my passport. I've had my passport since I was 12 or 13, right? Yes. So I've been out of the country. I've lived out of the country, but I am not going nowhere putting money in a woman's hands for no pussy. That ain't happening.
So yes. All right, guys. So Zach, that was good. So yeah, no. Hey, Barbara, the more you listen to us, the more you're gonna realize, you're gonna say, oh, now I see why they ain't running behind pussy. Because we had this thing, Zach, called a mouthpiece. That's what I'm saying. So ain't nobody.
I can't imagine getting on a plane. But like, where you going? Nigga, I'm going 1,500 miles away to get some pussy for $30. I can't wait to get there. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy.
We can show women respect. There are lots of respectable women. A shout out to all you ladies out there. Anyway, all right, Zach. So I guess we'll go ahead and wrap it up, man. That was a good show, guys. Zach, what you got going on, man?
Yeah. So Barbara, I think you should hit me up, Barbara.
Oh wait, let me go. Hey, Barbara, let me get. Hold on, 1 second, Barbara. 1 second, B. Let me.
I'm interested in having a further dialogue with you. No. You feel misunderstood?
Yeah, that's why.
Hey, Miss Barbara Simmons, I'm here to give you a lot of understanding and plenty of clarity, right?
Yes.
So K-Zag and 20 right there.
Yes.
Yeah. Go ahead and hit me up on IG. and I'll give you all the understanding and clarity you desire. Yeah. So
Just holler at him. That's his IG to send hi. And guys, don't send highs. Don't do that, gentlemen. Ain't nobody gonna reply to y'all. Guys sending you, hey, or are they waving? Man, don't do that. Don't do that. Anyway, so for all you ladies, the super chat. Now hold on one second, young man. We just hold on. Last one, real quick. Can a man love a woman without a strong sexual attraction to her?
I would have to say anything is possible. But you have to understand that just because you're sexually attracted to somebody, that doesn't open the passageway to loving them either.
Yeah. I love, you know what I love? I love a woman that is open. I love a woman that shows, like my dog says, deference. I like a woman that doesn't play games, but I like a woman that knows where she's at and she's cool where she's at and she moves differently. I love those things, but I'm saying, you're talking about love. Why don't we, Steve and M or Stephen, whatever, learn how to love yourself?
Yeah.
Remember, women will love you more when you love yourself because you can be the first one to show them what love is like when you love yourself. So don't worry about that loving woman. Get out of that Hallmark shit.
See, Miss Barbara, see, you already showing red flags. Yeah. You're already showing red flags.
Wait. Here's an email. Is that his email? Just send him an email. Hey, look, you might have social media, Barbara. That is just send him a hello. Just send him a hello. That's all. Send him a hello. Send him a hi.
Yeah.
Hey. Wait, AUKFI. Hey, that was deep. Yeah, no, it's very deep because most of you women have never loved a man before. You don't know what love is because you've never been around a man that loved himself, and that's why we tell you.
Real quick.
Hey,
go ahead, Steve.
Okay, you got it. Okay, no, I'm saying, so real quick, before we wrap it up, but I'm just saying, but the more you check out our channels and subscribe, all you people, y'all can learn all this stuff, and we keep pushing out the game to you guys out there. Guys, when y'all love yourselves, you can show, this is what hooks women in. It's the drug of you, because women don't know or never been around men who love themselves. Only guys who have liked or hated themselves. That's why it's important to be a man. The more you have an unconditional love for yourself, the more you, there he goes, out of pop it. So Carrie K. Zag. The more you have Barbara, hit him up.
Feel free.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, for all you women, you are warned. It's a greater connection when you get with a man because it's not about the pussy. It's not about your body. It's about taking you on a level that you don't know. There are levels to this. You only know what you know, okay? No, it don't work. It work on suckers. No, come on, Mars, stop that. Come on, Mars. It doesn't work on men. It doesn't work, okay?
Y'all women, y'all gotta understand we are uniquely different, right? And you know, God made us different, on purpose, right? So we fit like a puzzle piece. This is why, all of this divisiveness between men and women. No, we were made for each other.
Yeah.
Women were made for men and men were made for women. Period. Yes. I don't give a fuck how you feel personally about the opposite sex, but we were made for each other. Period.
Yeah. Well, oh my God. If you
get used to it and stop bitching.
So everything. We still have that posted up there, right? Exactly. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So hey guys, if y'all need, okay. Oh no. Nobody's telling real quick because we're about to wrap this up. Okay. All right. What I'm saying is that we're not saying don't love yourself. We're not going to put you down whatsoever. What we're saying is because you've never been with a man who loved himself, you think what love is that strong. You have a strong feeling. Now, don't get me wrong. If you have a child, you can understand what love is because you love your child. You know that connection. But I can tell you this much. If you've never been with a man that loves himself, you will never understand the weight, the depth, and range that love can give you. And that's why Zag and I and those that have game know how to show women love because guess what, Zag? We love ourselves, man.
Exactly. There
love
you go.
Ourselves, man. Okay. All right. So that's what we're saying to y'all guys out here, man. At the end of the day, man. And at the end of the day, Sean, Sean, last thing I want to say to you, Sean, to some of you guys, real quick, we're about to wrap this up. Game has no color. It's not about race. It's a mindset. And the mindset y'all got to do is, I'm glad y'all like pussy, but we're teaching y'all to make it about your dick. No diddy. The more you make it about your dick, guys, the more women you're going to have, because women got this thing. They think they pussy special. And ladies, no knock on you. Ladies, here's good news, ladies. 98% of the guys think your pussy is special. And that's good news for you. But until you run up on a real man,
that 1%.
1% that loves himself, that's a jerk, a bad boy, an asshole, cocky, conceited, arrogant, but you know what? He'll make that pussy purr.
Barbara, I look forward to hearing from you, young woman.
Yes. All right.
Make it happen. All right, on that note, man, we appreciate y'all fucking with us, man.
Appreciate you, Barbara. Thank you, Barbara. And all you guys, I need to get at us. Y'all got our email. Get at us. We appreciate you all, man. We rolling out this bitch. We'll see y'all later, man. We out.